Oh, let me
careful.
let me
Those
turn off
monsters are
audio.
pretty.
I've been forgetting about like audio things. You know, no wonder everything was loud in my ear. I was like, why can't I hear things? Friends, are any of you still there?
Unfortunately.
All right, good. Derek's still here.
I can hear his pessimism.
It's all coming together. However, Quincy is not here. Therefore,
Why
we've
wouldn't he
lost,
be here?
we've lost a good one today, fellas.
He muted. He manually muted.
Which means he's not here.
You know, I don't think you're giving him enough credit.
For not being here?
You know what? He's being a good father, though. So he
This
can't be
child's
here right
taking a
now.
nap. What do you mean?
He's preparing snacks for the future for that child. He is making that child well fed. He is thinking about her college tuition.
College expensive.
Thank you for showing up, so I didn't have to keep this bed up. It's not that funny.
I was hoping he would keep going. I wanted to see where it was going to go.
I
Truly, I want to.
nostalgist. Hopefully, this will be the day I Platinum Avengers. I guess.
Oh.
I thought that had already happened.
Oh, no. He's a procrastinator, Derek.
I just gotta do. I think 30 hives, or is it 50 or 30? Either
You have
way,
to do 50 in total. How many have you done?
I don't know. What the fuck? There's no list.
It was a question. It was a question.
Like, there's no fucking list.
You haven't been keeping track? You haven't been doing like a set amount each day, so you at least like...
No, I just
Oh.
do some, and then I'm like, all right, okay, that's enough, and I leave.
Some could range anywhere from 1
There we go.
to
Okay,
3.
1 is not some.
But you know that would be a sum for you.
No,
Don't act
one is
random.
not
So
some.
you're always doing more than 1?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold
Okay,
on.
so at least 2. So that
Yeah,
like...
yeah,
all right,
like
see,
2 or
that's
3.
okay. See, that's what I'm saying. You just keep track, and eventually you do it. That's why I split things up. Maybe it's the ADHD, maybe it's the autism, but it helps. That's all I'm saying. I did turn on boiling water, and I probably shouldn't have, seeing as we were starting a podcast.
Yeah, it sounds like a bad idea.
Yay! Time to do more Avenger stuff.
You don't have to
No, he does.
play a game
He does.
or do that.
No,
Like,
he
you
does.
could just.
No, he does. No, shut up, Derek. He does.
I'm
online shopping, so
if it wasn't going to shut down, then I could still just procrastinate it like I've always been doing. But
oh,
It's
shutting
like
down.
if it weren't for these consequences, I'd totally keep putting it off.
when will you learn?
When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
I don't know the meaning of the confluences.
It's okay. It's okay. We know that you're illiterate.
Damn.
Fun fact, everybody: Quincy can't read or write.
Damn.
I beat people up, do my homework for me.
Why the fuck are we like this?
In fact, Quincy just beat up his teacher to give him an A.
I don't think that Quincy beat up his teacher. I think that his teacher was just afraid of how big that 4-year-old was.
Nah, man, this
Just
is
5'7"
get a beat down.
Just
I mean,
5'7",
Quincy's always been a big motherfucker, so...
Mr. Johannesburg was like, "No, I'm not giving you an A," and I beat his ass. And he was like, "That ass beating's worth a B." And then I picked up a chair and I was like, "You want to reconsider?"
He said, "You know what? Your tenacity has swayed my decision."
It's like then that's when I had the heart-to-heart conversation that he showed me that see what I could do once I put my mind to something.
See, and now Quincy puts his efforts into beating niggas in every video game ever.
Well, I mean, I put it in the Ivy aspect of my life. It was a touching moment until we realized that I ruptured his spleen and he kind of bled out. That's not the point. The point is the happy parts. And the happy parts is I learned something that day. I learned that how to be a better person and folding chairs are surprisingly sturdy.
I mean, you saw that Alabama brawl.
Don't you watch the WWE? Like,
Surprising, that's fake.
I mean, those are still real chairs. Like,
I mean, but they're not really hitting the motherfucker with it.
yeah, they are. Yeah, they do.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Hitting with
so-
the intent of injury.
What I'm getting here
So-
is we need to test this theory. So next time we see Derek, we'll hit him with the steel chair. That's sound
Okay.
good. Sound good.
Okay,
Take
so
a vote.
here,
Who's
let's-
all in favor? Say aye.
no.
Oh, well, sorry, Derek. You know the Gatcha gang is democracy. You've been outvoted.
Fuck, not again. It's just like last time. No, so the principle is that one, they have fucking muscle backs. Two, the hit is so wide that it's just kind of more like a slap. Yeah, it hurts. I'm not saying
Oh,
it doesn't.
brother, this guy's bringing
But-
science into this.
It's not like if you stabbed them with a fucking knife. It's just
What do you? Science. What do you think we are? Men of science.
we could be.
Jeez, I don't see any beakers and test tubes in your room.
You haven't been in my room.
That's right. That's
I've
right.
been inside your hotel room, so.
That's
Well,
not
he's
even
on
close to the
vacation.
same.
Okay, as a man of science, you should always have your scientific tools with you ready.
Maybe he did. Maybe you just didn't see him.
Did you? I
No,
doubt it.
I'm
I don't think he's a
I'm
man of
pretty
science.
sure-
This is the same
I'm
dude
pretty
that didn't
sure-
check to see if the TV was plugged in. So
I'm far.
He was enjoying. He was enjoying his vacation.
don't
Look,
defend him. You know
I
he
hit
did
the
wrong.
I hit the power button once. It didn't work, and then I started looking at shit on my phone. That's all that happened.
So
Like,
you
I
really just
care
didn't
enough.
try. You really just
Yeah, because in the hotel room, we made it seem like you tried and failed.
I mean, I did try. I tried by pressing the power button. And
No,
it
no,
didn't
no,
work.
no. And the
No.
hotel room was like, "Oh, did you try anything else?" And you're like, "No." Granted, I did try. And we're like, "Oh, okay. There must be something wrong with the TV."
I mean, I quickly reached under the television to see if there was a button to turn it on, and that was about all the work I did.
so
if we're
you
honest.
search for the power button, and then once you found the other power button, you press that power button, and then said, "Welp, I've done everything I can do," and
I didn't
just
even find the other power button, if we're being honest.
so you only pressed, you searched for a power button, you found a power button, pressed
Uh-huh.
it.
No, he didn't find the power button. He rolled
I
a
didn't
not
find
one.
Oh yeah. So really,
Yeah.
this is just all I'm hearing is you just didn't try.
He really didn't. He truly didn't.
I truly didn't. But
But the thing about it is, like, now you're telling us you didn't try, but in the hotel room, you made it seem like you tried.
Yeah, because it was like, it's okay. Like, yeah, it's frustrating that you didn't see that there was the
I
cord
mean-
right there because we were all looking for it. You know, I was looking for it. It didn't make sense to me, and I was like, oh well, I'm trusting Derek's judgment. He said he tried, so there probably isn't anything to do about it. But I'm just gonna. see. Maybe there was maybe a little something he missed. Maybe something's just not twisted in correctly or
one
whatever.
button is still trying. I mean,
Derek, one button
Not-
is the equivalent
really.
of turning on the fire and hoping your food is cooked. That's what that is. That's what you did.
I mean,
That's what you did.
Yeah, I feel like that's not trying. That's like you. That means like you attempted to turn it on, but didn't try to fix the problem. Like you tried to turn it on, but you didn't try to fix it.
Yeah, you didn't even call the room and be like, "Hey, TV's not working."
no, because I didn't care that much.
So, knowing that we were going to be your guests, you didn't want to accommodate your guests?
I mean,
Wow, some host.
all I did with it was watch. I watched reruns of Friends and a little bit of WWE.
And
That was
see,
about
and
it.
WWE is a big part of your life, Derek.
It is from time to time, yes. It wasn't in that moment, but it is from time to time.
See, so WWE, and plus, if the TV didn't work, we wouldn't have been able to do anything on PlayStation. Granted, so Quincy wouldn't have been able to catch up on his news while he was over there. Quincy loves his news.
I could just watch from my phone.
Make a point.
Did Quincy hold on? Did Quincy watch his news though?
I think so. I don't know.
I fell asleep and then woke
Well,
up
yeah,
in the
you were not.
yeah.
You were gone. You were done. So
You guys could have done a lot of things. You guys could have watched gay porn and I wouldn't have fucking known because I was
he
so
brings it
out.
back to the
Why,
gay porn. You know,
why
it's starting
the
to feel
fuck
like
would we
early
watch gay
stage.
porn?
It's starting to feel like early stage Gotcha Gang podcast again.
We're episode 15, motherfucker. This
Yeah.
is early stage Gotcha Gang podcast.
It's later than the other episodes, so you know,
Anyway.
scaling wise, this
Honestly,
is
we probably should have did that. We probably should have like made a video of us walking into Derek's place while he was asleep. It just gay porn. So I was like, holy shit, he fapped so hard he tuckered himself out.
that would have been a hilarious short to put on the channel, and I'm sad we haven't done that. Next
I mean,
time,
you
next
couldn't
time
have put
we're
it on the channel, but
Oh yes, we could have.
what channel?
First of
I
all,
would have brought my PlayStation.
I brought my PlayStation.
And brought his PlayStation too. So there you go.
No, I mean you can't put gay porn up on the YouTube.
Didn't have to be YouTube.
There's the
PlayStation
internet,
phones have
motherfucker.
web browsers.
Yeah.
No, I mean
and plus it
you
doesn't.
couldn't
It
make
doesn't
you couldn't have made a short and then showed the TV with gay porn on it.
oh no. But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be gay porn. It could just be like shirtless dudes making out. That's all we need.
Sure. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right. I'm trying to direct your defamatory short for you.
Derek wants actual gay porn. That's all.
Derek's like, if you're gonna do LOL, fine. Just don't get our channel banned.
Exactly. You want to use my name in vain? That's fine. Just don't let anything bad happen to us.
Don't take the Gotcha Gang away from you.
Don't take it down. It's the only thing I live for on Wednesdays. The fact that I have almost nothing to talk about on this particular podcast, and yet I showed up anyway, just shows how much this shit means to me.
Why wouldn't you show up?
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, hold on a motherfucking second.
I mean, like, normally if this was something else, like if it wasn't a podcast, but it was like, hey, Derek, be involved. But
Be
at
involved.
the same time, I had no way of contributing. It's like, why would I be involved in this? But in our case, I'm like, no. I actively want to be involved.
Better.
Yeah, motherfucker. But anyway, speaking of podcasts, welcome to the Gotcha Gang podcast. I'm your host, Edison, joined as per usual by my fellow co-hosts, Derek and Quincy. Say hey, everyone.
I'm actually the host, and he's the co-host.
Podcast.
You know, Quincy, like host, co-host, it's the same. You want to host the
Yeah,
episode?
yeah,
You go for it. Go for it. Do the intro. Go for it. Go for it.
It's already done.
Now, you act like we didn't do 3 whole ass intros last week.
That's neat. But yeah, it's already been done.
These are the people I work with. These.
I don't know if I'd call this working. This is fun. This is funsies on a schedule.
Yeah, because I feel like you can't work without your pants on.
Yeah,
can.
I mean,
And on that note, Ed, don't come out your room.
Are you guys always wearing pants?
What? I'm out here ass naked.
Yeah, I'm booty butt naked right
I
now.
was gonna say Quincy's in the living room, which makes it even more awkward.
It's fine. I put some Ran Wrap on the couch.
You know, it's good to know that Quincy's at least concerned about the hygienics of these situations.
Here you go. I'm a good person. I do nice things sometimes.
He's a good man, Savannah. A real good man. But yeah, no, we're here. We're doing this. So how's everybody been? I know we are here every week, but you know, how are you guys? You know, I don't ask that enough. I like to check in on my friends, make sure they're okay. What's popping?
Go ahead, Quincy.
So there I was, right? I was
Barbecue
you know,
sauce on my titties.
nah, but with not barbecue sauce on the
So
titties.
there
I
I was,
wish,
barbecue sauce on my titties.
I wish it was
You
that.
wish you had barbecue sauce on
Like
your titties?
I wish it was that interesting.
Oh, oh, this isn't an interesting story.
All right. Next.
It could be interesting. All right, so there I was, driving down a lone road, gonna go
Yeah.
hang out with Kim, right?
Okay. Okay.
Oh, all right. All right.
And I get into like, cause you stay with her grandma right now, so it's like a senior citizens type of neighborhood. So I drive into
Yeah.
the senior citizen, but get lost, and then
As
I
one
see the
does.
whole, and then I saw, usual stuff like a pole with the American flag, and then it had the "Don't tread on me" fucking flag underneath it,
Oh.
Okay.
and I looked and I was just like, oh, I should probably brought some backup. I don't know what's gonna happen here.
Hey, at least you sent me your location.
Yeah, like after I saw that flag and I was in here and God knows where by myself, I got extremely uncomfortable.
So, so what does that generally mean? Because like, I do have a tendency to see that with like really right wing, like, oh, they're trying to take my guns kind of people.
Yeah,
But like,
it has two different meanings. I mean, the original meaning is what we used. Well, I'm sorry, what they used back in the day.
You said, "Whoa,
When
let me reiterate."
America was first being established, and it was like a warning to like the Britain, like, hey, don't tread on me. This is us. We got this, and all that shit. And then eventually, it kind of moved its way into hard right use and white supremacy use.
Just to be clear, we're talking about the Confederate flag, right?
No,
Oh,
no,
never mind.
no, we're talking about don't tread on me.
yeah, it's like a
Oh.
It's a
yellow.
snake.
Like a yellow flag with a coiled snake. And
Oh,
it
that
says,
one.
yeah,
Yay.
yeah. It says, "Don't tread on me."
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So after I saw that, I was like, that could mean one of three things, and one of those things is horribly bad for me.
You would have been fine.
Horribly bad for me.
He would have been fine. He's over exaggerating. But yeah,
No.
no, it was hilarious because I was like, all right. Because, obviously, since me and Quincy, for anybody that doesn't know at this point, like me and Quincy were roommates. We live in the same apartment. So, shocker.
Crazy.
Um,
Crazy. I was wondering where all the chicken was going.
I could have sworn I bought 2 bags. Why is it that this bag only had like 3 more pieces of chicken left in it?
It's crazy.
Where is it going? Aria don't know how to cook.
Unless she does.
If she does, then listen, she got to start pulling her weight around here.
So like I hit her. I hit the Arya. You remember like the old school like Child's Play, the first Child's Play, where she picks up Chucky. He's like, I know you can talk. I know you can talk. I took up Arya. I know you can cook chicken.
That was me when I was like, all right, this bitch knows how to turn off and on the TV and like from any portion of it. I know this bitch know how to read. I was just on her ass. I was like, I know you know how to fucking read. Stop lying to me, you filthy, you filthy child. Yeah, but yeah, no, I was just chilling there. It was late. Yeah, I think it was like shit. It might have been like 11, maybe. I don't even know.
No. It was
I don't
probably
know.
late, though.
But I was just chilling there. I got a message. I was like, oh, Messenger. Maybe it's like them sending memes or whatever. Maybe Quincy's like, hey, yeah, parents are gonna drop Arya off since I'm like stuck over here or whatever. It's like, are you cool with watching her for the night? And it's like, oh. And then I look and it's like, oh yeah, gonna spend the night with Kim at her grandma's house. This is my location in case anything goes down. I was like, oh, so this is what's happening. Okay, well, hopefully he doesn't die. If he does, I'm gonna tell the most hilarious story ever.
Like, I didn't die.
You didn't.
But I did get jumped by fucking every mosquito this side of the Mississippi.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Like, I looked at my arms and stuff. I was like, I'm fine. I didn't get bit by anything, but my back did not make it.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
It was on your ass, boy.
Like, and I knew one of them got me because one flew into the car, and I was like, I was trying to kill it, but then Kim was like, oh, trying to talk. I was like, bitch, this is cold red. There's a mosquito. We need to get the fuck out of here.
There's a mosquito. This is way more important than whatever the fuck you're talking
Yeah,
about.
and then she just kept talking. I was like, all right, okay, I'll chill. I'll relax. And then I saw the mosquito again, and it had a red tint to it. I was like, you son of a bitch.
Fun fact: the ones that drink your blood are only female,
You son of a bitch.
and they only do it so that way they can feed the babies that they're about to
Well,
lay.
apparently, everyone had babies. Everyone had a fucking child. And I was,
All of these bitches was pregnant, according to that. Yeah,
yeah,
no,
like, what
like,
the
I
fuck?
mean, it's summertime. It might be, it's probably
It's the end of summer.
okay. They're trying their best. They got to reproduce. Shit, damn. I don't
Nah,
know.
man, they're about to
Listen,
burn
all
in
right,
hell.
listen.
They're about to burn in hell.
Winter's coming.
Okay.
They go. The mosquitoes burn in hell.
All right. I mean, they're not like wasps, which makes no sense to me. It's like, yeah, all right, I get it. Wasps, they do pollinate and shit and whatnot, so they do have some
Mm,
place in
mm,
the
mm.
overarching ecosystem of the
So do
planet.
moths. Some
Yeah.
moths.
Fuck them.
Excuse you.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Relax. Relax. We'll get you a silk moth.
Nah.
Why
It's like
not?
not good enough.
It's
No.
it's the. Why, you're so finicky. There's no pleasing you. Might as well start calling you Alexander Hamilton.
I already said I wanted the Goliath one. Now it's the biggest moth, and it survives for like 2 to 3 years. Most moths, like the other one, like I can't remember the name. It might be the silk moth. That one only survives for like a month because isn't that the one where when it becomes a moth, it doesn't eat,
No,
like it
that's
loses
not
its
the no.
mouth.
That's not the silk moth. The silk moth is the moth that comes from silkworms, and silkworms, because of how we've bred them and everything, silk moths basically cannot survive outside of captivity.
Fun.
Well, I mean, if
Yeah,
you
like
if,
they literally can't fly,
can,
and
wait, why can't they? Oh, that's we fucked them up. I
yeah,
mean,
no, we fucked them up bad.
Immediately, you're like, we fucked them up.
We fucked them up bad. Like they can't fly, they can't get out of their cocoons by themselves.
oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, because since they're silkworms, we've bred them to like produce their cocoon as much as possible, and we kill them before they're out of their cocoons because that's how you get the silk. You have to boil their cocoons.
What? I thought they just made the silk.
No, no. The way that silk moths, the way silk is produced is you have silkworms, right? Bunch of silkworms. When they get into their cocoon stage, you get them and you boil them. Like
That
you
seems
just,
like a lot of work for silk.
I mean,
nigga,
but have you worn
yes.
silk?
Like,
I mean, I don't know if that like justifies it.
I
well,
mean,
not like it's a very like fine commodity. Any sort of commodity, we go to a lot of work to get it.
yeah.
Like you got to think about it. Just mining basic ore, that's technically a lot of work to
Or
get some
what?
ore. Ha!
Or
You're
what?
hilarious. I hate you both.
And just like the spider, if spiders were more like weren't such bitches, we would use their silk.
Yeah, because their shit is like really precious. Like that shit, it's technically scaled and ratioed properly. It's stronger than steel, and it like holds. It's comparable to Kevlar. So in
Yeah,
terms of
spiders just don't give it up like silkworms do.
yeah, I mean silkworms are vulnerable and not able to defend themselves. So
Either way,
less give it up, more we're taking it.
well, we can't take it from them like that. Like,
Yeah, like you
and even
have
though
to.
there is an entire like formal gown that's made
Yeah,
completely of
that
spider
shit
silk,
is expensive as shit.
and it looks fire though.
It does. It does. That yellow golden gown.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. That's just fire. Yeah, like it took forever to make, and I don't know
Oh
how
yeah,
many
it took
motherfuckers
millions of
died.
spiders. Like, come on now.
Imagine going, hey man, you want to come to my job with me? Opens up the door. That's a lot of spiders. Yeah, we getting this silk to make a dress. Oh no, man, that's ain't for me.
like I'm intrigued by the process because I watched it. It's like there's multiple ways. There were old ways. There's new ways. I think the newest way that we have, which I mean, it's been used for a while now, is you sedate the spider. Obviously, you
Damn, roofies.
yeah, you get the silk out of its gland and you just pull and it's rotated on a spindle to slowly extract it. The other way was like hilarious and I guess in a way torture for the spider because you'd get the spider to attach itself to the spindle, and every time it would try to escape, so it would make a web going down to reach the
Yeah,
floor.
yeah. The
And
spider line reached the floor. Yeah, the web
yeah,
line. Yeah.
yeah, and then a laser would detect the spider, and as soon as the laser detected the spider, it would spin the spindle back up, and it would repeat that process over and over.
Is this at all like people who believe that technically there's like a gland underneath like a sheep's butthole or it's a beaver's butthole that gives out like vanilla extract, and it is technically true, but like some people tell other people that that's how we get like real vanilla,
That's
even though
not.
that's not
That's
not how you
People
do
are
it.
stupid.
We get it from vanilla bean, but there's some people who are like, no, but because it's
Well,
allegedly
vanilla
true.
scent. Vanilla
Yeah.
scent, sure, but vanilla like we drink and eat that shit. That's not beaver ass juice, bro.
Beaver ass juice.
Sorry, bro. That's not how it goes.
Hey man, that might be a new perfume line coming out soon.
Like we do get some fucked up, like some good smells come from some fucked up places, like how like colognes and perfumes use like whale fat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like boar sweat.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
like
but
shit
no,
like that.
it's not like that. Like that is actually like the whole silkworm boiling thing. That is how we get silk. That is, and with the spider thread thing, that is how they get the spider silk. Like, obviously, we're not at the point where we can just like farm that shit and like
We cannot.
it's like this shit hot. It's like no, it's just hey, in like we did it. It's possible. If we had a better way to get it and could mass produce it, this would be very beneficial for advancements in protective wear and stuff. But
And swag and drip.
yes, because science is always all about the drip.
And swag and drip. I mean, I feel like all we have to do is I just feel like no one wants to put it out because right now, like you said, we got like silkworms are our bitches now, basically. So that means we just have to make a brand of spider that makes a fuck ton of silk. That's just a bitch, bro. That's all we got to do.
Okay,
And like
you got to think about it. You got to think about it. We with a silkworm, it's not gonna fight back as hard as a spider is. It can't.
I understand.
It can't hurt
we
you.
we have domesticated tarantulas.
Yes, but don't we have to like? They're not bred without fangs. You have to defang them.
Of course, and then
Yeah.
it'd be the same thing. Eventually, after we defang them enough, eventually those will be born without fangs.
I mean, all right, man. I'm not gonna be the head of that research
Oh
department.
hell no! I ain't even gonna start it. But it would be fucking wild. Like you'll see one
I
of those in
will
your
write a
house.
letter to the Department of Spider Research and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
y'all never thought about this?"
Like if some of them get out, like oh no, it's gonna be like oh no, the orb the Weaver Maximuses have escaped and they're in
Not
the real
Weaver
world.
Maximus.
What?
The orb Weaver Maximuses.
Maximus.
I like
the
it.
Orb Weaver Maximuses came out and they're in the real world. Oh my god, a deadly form of spider. Nah, like you'll come home, there'll be a fuck ton of web, but they are harmless.
Like, trust us.
They're just chilling, and you just pick one up, it just looks at you, and it just like starts putting a web on your hand nonchalantly.
It's like, hey, bro, I don't like this. Can you stop? It is just keeps going. It's like it webs your hand up. It's like, okay, this is like it's cool that you did this, but this is very inconvenient. I kind of need this.
And then it's like, oh man, that's better. I mean, this is a better science outbreak than the fucking killer bees.
Why do we need those?
But no, like they made them. They made them for fun. We don't. They made them for funsies to see if they could do it, and they fucking escaped.
Yeah. That's the dumbest shit.
Sometimes science has gone too far.
Yeah, like that's literally why it's like that's what literally how killer bees came from. Like, what if he makes the black bee and the honeybee together? You think we could do that? Yeah, and they made a fuck ton. It was like, yo, they really aggressive and they make honey. That's crazy. All right, man, I'll see you tomorrow. It's like, hey, yo, yo, Johnson, make sure you lock the cage up. Got you, fam. It's like, all right, all the bees are gone. Johnson, did you lock the cage? Oh shit, I knew I forgot something.
Johnson, you were
Johnson,
closing
you're
last night. Dude, that sucks. But yeah, nah. I don't know. Maybe we'll do that with spiders, but no. You know what's gonna happen? Some ignorant like bastard is gonna be like, yeah, we're supposed to be like figuring out a way to make harmless spiders so we can mass produce like mass
I
harvest their
mean,
silk.
technically we have harmless spiders. We just got to make them like produce enough web. Because like daddy longlegs make webs and they're harmless, but I'm pretty sure they don't make enough web for us to
Okay, they're
harvest.
only harmless because like one,
Yes, their fangs are too brittle to break through our skins. I know. I know they're one of the most venomous spiders out there. It's just they just
it's
don't
like
hurt
we're
us.
just built different enough for them, and all it takes is just one of them to feel zesty enough to evolve. That's all it takes.
The moment
Okay,
someone gets folded by daddy longlegs is the moment we put out a red alert.
I want you to know that you explaining that their fangs are too brittle. That's the first time anybody's ever said it like that. A lot of the times when I was younger, people would just say, "Oh, but they choose not to bite humans." I'm like, how is it possible that for millions of
why
years,
is it a choice?
every one of them has just chosen not to? I don't buy that for a second.
Just daddy longlegs rolling up is like, Carl, stop. Homo sapien, we don't fuck with them. Look, come on, let's go.
It's like, oh shit, bro, thanks. I almost did something I would have regretted for the rest of my life,
Meanwhile,
bro.
the Black Widow comes in like Leroy Jackson.
Like, I get it. Spiders only bite you to defend themselves because they
Fuck
do
Oh,
like all
not in my
spiders.
fucking sleep, they don't, motherfuckers.
That's,
Waking up
that's,
and I got a
that's
new
because,
fucking
that's
bite.
because they're like attracted to your heat and they're going to your heat and then you move and startle them and out of the startle
Yeah,
they
like
bite
that.
you. Either
Yeah.
way, that's still bitch tactics. I don't give a fuck.
They're literally just like around. It's just like, oh yeah, warm
You're
spot.
defending yourself from my sleep? Get the fuck out of here.
But my sleep is such an inconvenience to you that you just felt the need to attack. Okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, like I get it. They see us as more of a threat. They only bite as a defense mechanism when it comes to us because like they understand that we're way too huge to be a food source. Like we're
I
way
bet you. Hey, we've all seen those big ass webs that have the colony spiders. If all those decided to descend on one of us, we are folded.
Yes, it'd be over. If they so chose to be, if they wanted the smoke, they could get the smoke and achieve victory. We all understand that. Nobody's
And I
fighting
would
them.
die before a single one would land on me. As soon as I saw him reclining from the ceiling, you would have heard the Windows were starting music, and I'd have been in front of the pearly gates.
God would have sat there. Damn, I planned for it to happen like this, but I didn't know that it was actually gonna happen this soon. I'm really sorry. Like,
I don't know what happened. I saw something, and I just hit a blue screen, and I'm here. Like, am I a good person? Do I get to go to heaven now?
it's like, you know what, you've been pretty cool. Yeah, you can go in. Just like, next time I'll try a little differently.
What do you mean next time? I ain't about to be reincarnated. I'm
Oh
done.
yeah.
I ain't
Oh
responding.
no. You see, heaven is just a pit stop. Like,
Nah.
we reincarnate you, put you in a different universe, and like see how you go from there.
Nope. Nah, I'm staying. Nope. Nope. Nah. Nope. Nah. Fuck that. No.
You okay?
It's like,
He's having a whole fucking moment over there.
it's like fuck that. No. Like I mean, you trying to kill me by reclining spiders. I got jumped by arachnids.
Yeah, because we just wanted to see how things would go. Like now I know that it will happen.
So your omniscient ass didn't know how that would go.
Well, like, it's more of a bet. Like I just
this is
put
hell.
the
Cap, this is hell. Cap, this is hell. He's like, Cap, this is hell. And it's like, nah, it's neither heaven nor hell. It's you waking up from a coma. Like, what?
I'm
Hey,
just there.
the spiders.
Yeah, I'm just there. Hey, Quincy, bro, you made it out. Like, shit, man. There was a lot of spiders. I didn't go in to save you. But
Good man. Good man.
I didn't go in to save.
I wouldn't have saved you either.
I get it. Like if I was in that, like I'm shorter than you, so like they would cover me more. So
Yeah.
it would definitely be a sight that I would not want to be a part of. So yeah, but when 911 got here though, like they were heroes. So
That's one thing I'd have instantly clocked out of work for. I'd use PTO so fast.
You you can't use PTO on an emergency call. It's not 911. What's your emergency? Yeah, this is the emergency. My friend needs help. All right, cool. And then you get there. It's like, all right. So you said that your friend was like in a really bad spot. You didn't know how to describe it. It's like, yeah, there he is. And it's like, is he covered in spiders? Yeah. Hey, George, I'm PTO. Like, I'm out. I'm out. Sorry, partner. It's like, bro, no, you can't do that. It's like, hey, it's personal time off. It's personal time off. No questions asked. I'm allowed to use it. Yeah. So, yeah, just call the station. Hey, yeah, chief. An emergency popped up. PTO. See you later. What's the emergency?
I'd be mad at you who made the 911 call. Like, you failed to mention you said he was in a predicament. I feel like you should have mentioned he is literally covered from head to toe with spiders.
I just got home. I kind of didn't really know how to explain it.
No one would have called me and been like, "Hey, this dude covered in spiders." I was like, "Not it!" Instantly on their call. Not it.
Yeah, you just you're in your patrol car. Everybody is like, "Hey, we got a 5732." It's like, "Hey, what's a 5732?" It's like, station. What's 5732 again? Over. It's like, man covered in arachnids. Not it.
Not it.
Fuck, Derek has to go again.
I just imagine the like dispatcher just hears a bunch of not it. Well, patrol car 7.
That's funny. All I hear is not it. Oh, fuck. That's all you hear.
Sorry, patrol car 72. You gotta go take it. And
God damn it.
Again? Get better at not it.
It's way better. That's ass.
I'd hate it. I'd hate my job. I don't care about protecting and serving.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I heard that.
Somebody didn't put their phone on the quiet time.
That better be an emergency.
Quincy, it was you.
That was Derek. Fucking emergency.
It wasn't Derek. I've heard Derek's ringtone so many times that I have PTSD from it after watching anime with him.
Yeah,
maybe he changed it. Like, you never know.
Derek, did you change your ringtone?
So
hold on. Derek, did you change your ringtone?
No.
See, Derek says no, and Derek would never lie to me. Would you lie to me?
He would.
I would lie to you.
He would.
Wow. Hold on. Can we talk about that? Like,
and with that, I make my leaves.
you lie to me?
Yeah.
Wow.
If I've learned anything from you, it's that you lie.
Damn. He said he's just matching energy.
But I don't do that no more. Derek, I haven't done a bit since I've said that I don't do bits.
But I don't know that for sure.
It's still very recent. You gotta wait until we know for sure that you not doing bits is not a bit.
That's the thing about you with the bits, is you were so consistent with them that I don't believe that. You made it so that I don't trust you. Like, you tell me to edit because you're not going to edit, and then I edit the video and you be like, nah, I'm just kidding, I already edited it. And I'm like, you motherfucker.
I've never done that.
I feel like that's an LOL JK.
I've never done that.
I feel like a bit, it has to extend a bit. Like,
first of all, bits, for one, don't have consequences, okay? Lies have consequences.
Bits could have consequences. I mean, think about it. Like what is
we
a
already
prank?
talked about one that could have,
but not a bit persevering.
Yeah, and my
bits shot over pranks.
And my bits have never persevered to where there's like consequences.
No, but we've talked about the hypotheticals of your bits. We've even done it on the podcast.
And those are the ones that are consequential and not bits anymore. Those are just blatant lies and or pranks.
Itty bitty bitties.
Just saying, none of my bits have had consequences. Name one of my bits that has had a genuine, serious, like, life-altering consequence.
Okay, that's a bit much.
Okay, I'll tone it down. Name a bit that has had like serious negative consequences. Like serious negative not something where it's like, oh, this was just an inconvenience because I'm pretty sure I already have
I
one in the chamber
mean,
that Quincy could think of.
I mean,
And if he says it,
I feel like that's a bit much too.
what do you
Because
mean?
because here's the thing,
Consequences are negative things.
okay, you're asking for a serious consequence, and we could say that there probably isn't a bit that gave serious consequences, but enough
Exactly, yeah.
minor consequences becomes a bigger consequence.
Okay, but none of my
That's
minor
like
none
that's
of my
like
minor consequences have added
they
up
add
to
up.
none of
They
them have
added
added
up.
up to a bigger consequence.
Derek has PTSD. They've added up.
That-
Derek has PTSD. They've added up.
okay, first of all, his PTSD, like bit PTSD, is like the least offensive thing. Like that
Wow.
What kind of gaslighting bullshit is that?
okay, if we're being honest, come on now. You not trusting me because of a bit is like,
Because of several
no.
bits over
It's like,
the
oh,
course
no.
of months,
Has
over
it-
the course of years.
has it negatively impacted your life in any way, shape, or form?
It's negatively impacted our friendship.
I don't see the problem.
Yeah, see, I knew it was bad, but ever since I said, I was like, all this shit is subjective.
Honestly, just a little distrust of me is not a severe consequence. Like,
My God.
like think about it. If you just don't trust me enough, like, come on, is that really gonna affect anything?
Oh, come on.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
Yes.
What? Come on, be for real. Come on,
Boys, it's me. Come on.
yeah, like
Yes,
for real.
yeah, we're being for real.
No. There's no way that my bits are that severe to where it's like, yeah, this trust thing is like a serious problem. Like Derek's
I feel
PTSD.
like enough for it to even be kind of a problem. I wouldn't want my friends to to not trust me.
I
you
mean,
know?
okay, you guys trust me with the serious things. You guys just don't trust me on like the little things. So and like the little things.
What does that tell you?
The little things do matter.
The little
If
things.
anyone says about any relationship, they're like the little things matter. The little things add up. Big things are important.
Okay.
But
All
little
right.
things
What
add
little
up.
things don't you trust me with? Because all the bits that I've done, they only affect how you trust me on things that affect me and me alone. It's like anything involving like my relationships, my well-being. Those are the only things that like are affected on your trust. And honestly, who cares? It's not like it. It's not like it.
Friends care about other friends' well-being.
Okay, and that's nice, and that's great, and I love you guys for it. I really appreciate it, but at the same time, like, come on.
Wow.
That didn't sound like you meant it. It's like,
at
and
this-
I appreciate that. However,
Like, however, come on, it's me. Like, none of that stuff is truly gonna matter. Like I said,
that whole tone gave the whole vibe of like the JPEG picture with words on it when a company does something wrong. We're sorry.
and I
We're learning
am
from our
sorry.
actions.
Okay, well,
We're gonna do better.
yeah, and that's what I've done.
This doesn't represent our mission statement.
It doesn't. My mission statement is to be out there, do good in the world, make people laugh, have a good time. And, if the bits cause that to be a no-go, that's why I stopped. I realized that it negatively affected my friends' enjoyment of their time when they're around me. So I
You know
stopped
what?
doing bits.
Now that we're all here, I'm gonna say it. It's funny how you decided to stop doing bits when Sarah got back involved, huh?
oh shit!
Conversation.
All right, I wasn't thinking
Okay.
that, but no, go ahead. The
First of
floor
all-
is yours, Quincy.
No, first of all, let me preface all of this entire conversation that Quincy's about to go into with, for one,
I'm sorry. Are you the one wearing the apron?
he's cooking.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you were wearing an apron because I don't see your apron. And I'm pretty sure that's just a t-shirt and some pants. But what do I know? I'm just cooking. What do I know?
I'll let you cook. I'm
Got
just
it.
good.
I'll give you a complimentary oven mitt. Go ahead and
I get to pull my dish out the oven.
speak. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to preface this with first of all, Sarah was the last one to find out that I wasn't doing bits anymore. I told you guys. Like you got because honestly,
That's a weak guy's argument. That's she
okay,
found out.
no, not okay. Not I worded it very wrong. Wait, Quincy, you were on the phone with me. Like you were in chat with me when I was on the phone with her and told her like, oh yeah, I'm not doing bits anymore.
I mean, yes. And now you told her. That's nice. She was the last person to find out, but still, the timing of once you guys link back up and suddenly bits are not a thing anymore.
No, because I did
suspicious.
Okay, see, this may just be a part of my brain, the ADHD autism part. That's like, I think about these things way in advance, and then it's like, I'm supposed to tell people when it comes up, when it's officially settled in my mind, and like, all right, this is gonna happen. I should inform them ASAP. And seeing as I talk to you guys on a pretty regular basis, I should have been told you guys, but I didn't. That's my bad. But I have been thinking about it probably I don't know what, 4 episodes ago.
So
I thought you brought it up last week.
Yeah, I brought it up last week, but
you was thinking about it 4 episodes ago. So that means that was about 4 weeks ago. Nah, less than 4 weeks ago because we did 2 episodes. We did 2 episodes in a day.
I meant when I'm saying episodes, I do mean 4 weeks ago because I forgot that we did do 2 episodes in a day. But yeah, I do mean 4 weeks ago. So a month ago, that's when I thought about it because I was like, you know what, Derek doesn't thoroughly enjoy the bits. Like he really does not like these bits. So I should stop doing them for his benefit and everything. And then it's like, Quincy, and thinking about it, Quincy doesn't like the bits either because Quincy Whole thought that my actual accident was a bit, and can't have that happening anymore because eventually it's going to be a real life or death situation. He's going to be like, I don't know, this might be a really elaborate bit. So I was like, that does affect things really majorly. So I should stop doing bits. So I did, and I haven't done a bit since then. Even when we were in Anaheim, and
you technically did do a bit then.
I did, but I immediately rectified it.
I know, but that's still doing a bit. That's like saying you kind of cheated. The whole the thing that the chick, whoever that chick was, Sarah the whole time.
Oh, that was absolutely a bit, and to the point where I didn't even believe you when you were like, "Oh, that was Sarah." I'm like, "All right, so who's your girl? Who's Melissa?" And you're like, "It was Sarah," and I'm like, "Yeah, but who's Melissa?" And I'm like,
"Yeah, that was my last last hurrah." And
the last hurrah means that it starts at that point, and you were talking to Sarah at that point.
Then due to that and miscommunication, I apologize. You are correct, Quincy.
So let me make an argument in Ed's favor.
Oh,
which is unusual.
Well. Hold on, wait a fucking second. Here's your oven mitt.
Here's your oven mitt.
Sorry. I mean, does a bit? Okay, I'm actually okay with Ed continuing bits as long as they are not targeted at me, you, or anyone that we're involved with or he's involved with. Does that sound fair? Like, if he wants to do a bit against Corey...
I mean, at that point, that almost means, what's the point?
Quincy gets it. I like it. Okay, I like the cutting your jib, Chip.
All right.
That's why you're on the team.
I was gonna make an argument that he did a way bigger bit, and this would launch into a story. And that was tagging the shit out of downtown Disneyland.
Oh wow.
I mean,
that wasn't a bit. That was an agenda. That was.
I feel like that wasn't a bit.
That was a different kind of bit, but that was a bit.
That was an agenda at that point.
Because at that point, it's like, what about you could do a bit with all these caveats? That's like, yeah, sure. We could have sex. Is a hand job good enough? Fuck no.
And we're back on sex, boys. I knew we'd get here eventually.
First of all, it wasn't gay sex, but then hand stuff can be gay. So
it can be gender inclusive.
Yeah. We don't judge around here. Only thing that we judge is that if you're offering a hand job, just stay at home.
Don't clock in. There's no point.
No one wants that. I swear to God.
The job will get done itself.
I could do that shit myself.
Oh man, but yeah, no, like the bits, I've stopped. I'm a changed man. I'm different now.
He's built different now. He
I am.
swears.
Yeah, like I even like no bits against any of my hypothetical children either. Like I now have to love Azazel.
That's crazy. Because they're not even here yet. Like, we wouldn't even care if you did bits against them people.
Yeah, but
That's your seed.
I have to commit, and I've
How are
committed.
we going to tell you what to do with your seed?
I have to commit, and I've committed.
But you're bit sexual.
No,
I
you say
know.
you are bisexual.
I know, but eventually, my friends aren't gonna like the bits, and I don't want to hurt my friends or our
But here's the
friendship.
thing. What if you find a girl that's super down with the bits and is willing to, like, whatever role you need me to play, babe, I'll do it.
That sounds toxic as fuck.
That sounds toxic as fuck.
That's
to us.
down for the cause.
That's all that toxic and fucked up. It's like, Quincy LLJK was a bit. Wait, but Destiny, she was in the cast. Yeah, we put it together ourselves. But the car was mangled. We found one from the wreck and put her in it. The blood, ketchup.
It's like
The funeral, not hers.
Therapy? Now, though that's very real. I'm sorry.
sorry.
That's the one. That's the one part we regret. That's just that one.
I mean, I'm glad you found your one, but fuck, I'm mad you found your one.
At that point, I have to inform all my friends. I'll be like, listen, guys, I know that the bits were supposed to be over, but like, Shouty really down for the cause, and
And you're just like, I want to see how down she is. At that point, we're like, all right, one bit, you get one bit, like, all right, and then it just turns into that whole thing where you fake her death and everything. Holy shit, this bitch is a menace. Congratulations.
I'm really happy for you. She seems really perfect for you. I now have to go to therapy because of this. I was like, yeah, thanks.
Congratulations.
It's like, thanks, man. I can't wait for you guys to like come to the wedding and everything.
It's like if your bits are that big, you only get one. You get two a decade. Two.
Two a decade. Two a
Go
decade.
big or go home.
Yeah. The thing is, do I like use a bit on each of you, or do I use two bits on one person? Because that would be traumatic.
Nah, a bit is a bit. If you do one bit on Derek, that gets one of your bits for the decade.
Yeah. So I just do the one bit, and then like once that bit's over, I still have another bit for the decade, and I can
think
do
the
it.
funny thing ever is on the 9th year, me and Derek are sweating because he hasn't done a single bit.
It turns into the fucking slap bet, is what it
Yeah,
turns into.
Yeah.
Me and Derek are just sweating. It's like, oh man, it's been a crazy decade, right? Like, yeah, like it's been very positive. Ed's been actually doing really good. It's like, yeah, he's a really good family man and stuff. Him and his kids and his wife. Oh man, they invited us to game night that one time. Game night was crazy. You actually played Mario Party against my will, but yeah, I did it. It's like, oh
Yeah, I did it.
It's like, oh man, whew, to think a decade's almost passed since the last bit. Wait, what'd you just fucking say? A decade's almost passed since the last. Oh. It's like, hey, how much PTO do you have? We're leaving the country. He can't bid us if we're not in the United States.
I can get us on a vacation visa to Japan for 12 months. Let's go now.
No. We're just gonna tell that. It's like, yeah. See, my job transferred me. It's a temporary transfer. Where you going? Japan. Japan, really? That's good for you. Yeah, man. Yeah, Derek's coming too. His job transferred over here. I'm taking Aria with me because I want her to see the world.
Right,
don't look out for me.
Yeah, where you guys gonna be living so I can like send you guys like a care package?
Oh,
No, don't
okay,
worry
yeah,
about it.
no,
It's weird.
it's
The
fine, man.
addresses are weird.
He says, okay, we'll live right next to hangs the phone. We're gonna say the call disconnected. We get the fuck out of here. We get burner phones and everything.
Meanwhile, Ed's with his new family. He's like, God, they're acting really weird. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
I would just be like, oh man, you know, they do need this life change. You know, this whole transfer thing is really good for them. I'm glad they're going to Japan. Quincy's always wanted to go to Japan. You know, I'm pretty sure Derek has too, and it's gonna be great. You know what, babe? We should really go to Japan and like visit them and whatnot. Just you know, I'm pretty sure we can find them.
No, like
No, you can't.
no. You're with your wife and you go to pour her like a cup of tea or something, and you're like, you know, how you like the tea, babe? Oh, it's good. You know, you want your sugar? Yeah, I'll take a little bit. And all of a sudden, like a sleeper agent, you wake up and you're like, what'd you say? What? I said a little bit. You're like, a bit? And you just stand up and you fly to Japan.
I fucking wouldn't be that. He'd be like, he'd be like, he'd be pouring her the tea, and she sips it, and then she's like, so Edison, yeah, babe. So how are we gonna get those sons of bitches in Japan? She's like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? They're in Japan. We're here. They're gonna be gone for a year. We'll see them when they get back. Edison, you've gotten soft over the years. You've gotten real soft, and it shows.
What are you talking about? Like,
the bits, Edison. We still have 2. It's been 9 years.
Oh.
And he looks at you and he's like, tell one of your family members, they have to watch the kids for a bit. We're going to Japan.
You're right.
She's like, we're
right.
going
This
to
has to be done.
Australia. They went to Japan. Why would we go to Australia? There's venomous animals in Australia, Edison.
We're gonna bit them bitches whether they want to or not. And they think running to Japan would save them? I have friends in all places, Edison. We're gonna get this done.
Oh, I mean, okay. I mean, I'm down.
You're sounding weak.
No. I just
didn't marry a weak man.
It's like no, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll call it. It's just like you're
you
right.
can either be an accomplice or victim. You choose.
Oh shit! That sounds toxic. Hold on. Now I'm worried.
No. She's on something. She's cooking. Because that's what I need. That's what I need in my life. You know. Because honestly,
like, thanks, man. You bring the best up.
Yeah. I just called my sister. Hey, can you watch like Lilith and Eve and Azazel? Like, it'd be real nice. It's like how long? Couple months. If you could, like. Everything's packed. You'll be good.
Set money to the side, all that.
Yeah, like just if anything goes wrong, let me know. I'll send more. Just can you watch them? It's like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, we're going to Japan. We just thought we'd get away, have a nice
That's awfully sudden.
Us time. It's like, oh yeah, we've kind of felt like we've fallen into a rut, and we just wanted to have a break. Maybe see if that would help. Kind of alleviate things and make us better. It's like, oh, okay. It's like, all right, cool, thanks. We'll see you when we get back. I'll call you when we land. And then we're just in Japan. We're just hunting for you guys. Just.
The best part is like it's like your wife is sitting there. She has a laptop. It's like those sons of bitches got rid of their phones. They have burner phones. I can triangulate their location and figure out exactly where they are.
It's like, hey, we probably don't even need to do that. Like Derek posts YouTube videos. I'm pretty sure he'd make a video about him being in Japan.
If he's running away from us, he wouldn't be that stupid. Checks Comic Sec YouTube channel. He's short. We're in Japan, bitches. He's just that stupid.
It's like, yeah, babe. Listen, you may go hard when it comes to bits, but these are my friends. I know them.
You have easy marks.
You get out into the middle of like Akihabara and you're like, I'm gonna suss him out. You're like, but how? We're in Japan. I'm gonna say I'm gonna do some shit involving School Rumble. But that's an anime. We're in Japan. Like, how anybody could respond. All right. 10 minutes, best girl, and I come out, bitch, no, she's not.
And there he is.
I was gonna go with the whole thing is like, all right, we found them. This is their room. And it's like you call, you hear the phone ringing on the inside. You're like, ah, this is them. Opens up the door. It's like, hey guys, it's just a phone sitting in a cup. Like, what? It has a note. You son of bitches really came looking for us. It's like, you'll never find us. We went to some place you said you'd never go.
It's like, all right, babe, listen, they're either in one of two places. They're either in Colombia or Australia. And it's like, they'd never go to Australia. Quincy hates Australia. It's like, but Quincy loves Australian black bitches.
I sure do.
And honestly, if he's in Australia, the chances of him running into an Australian black bitch are astronomically higher than they were when he was in America. So I'm betting Australia. It's like, we'll go there. You know, we're on the hunt. We gotta get you, motherfuckers. It's been 9 years. I can't waste these bits.
Sorry, man. We were staying in the spider sanctuary.
Those sons of bitches. Yeah, it's like she triangulates it. Babe, they're in the spider sanctuary. Fuck.
They literally living in the spider sanctuary.
I don't know how Quincy. They must have protective suits. Quincy would never go there either.
It's like, don't worry, babe. I'm not afraid of spiders. It's like, but you're also afraid of bees. And look what's right next door, bee sanctuary. What are the chances?
It's like, babe, I don't. They've covered all their bases. They've covered all their bases. Like, I don't know, but they were ready for us. I don't know if we can do this. She's like, shut up. That sounds like quitter talk to me. I didn't marry a quitter.
We're gonna have to lure those sons of bitches out.
It's like, you know what? You're right. You're right. I wonder how we can do this. We gotta make it happen. There's got to be some weakness in their plan. They couldn't have planned ahead that much. They're not tactical enough. It's like,
best part, me and Derek just sitting there. The best part, it's like 10 o'clock at the night. It's like 10 o'clock at night. Me and Derek are sitting there, we're like reading stuff. Derek's looking out. I was like, Derek, we're inside a spider sanctuary next to a bee farm. They're not coming. It's like, okay, but I'm still paranoid. It's like, I listen, Ed loves bits, but his love of bits does not outweigh his fear of spiders.
it's like Derek's just like, you're right. He goes to lay down. It's like, you know, thanks, man. I really needed that and everything. He goes to fall asleep, and then it clicks in his mind. But we don't know if her fear of bees outweighs her love of bees.
He's like, she's allergic to bees. It's not fear, it's death. And if she's that crazy, then we need to have a conversation with our boy.
It's like, but what if, Quincy? What if we don't know her like that?
Ed loves her. He wouldn't let her put her in that position. And the next thing we hear is like, hello? And I look outside and I was like, who the fuck is outside? It's like, yo, that is the thickest Australian black bitch I've ever seen. I was like, she probably needs directions. She probably needs directions. I'll go talk to her. Derek gets the time to me. It's a fucking trap. It's 10 o'clock at night.
It's like, but Derek, what are the chances that it's a trap? We're in the spider sanctuary next to the bee sanctuary. The bees are literally outside. We need to put on beekeeper suit, like heavy artillery beekeeper suit. These just aren't regular bees. These are killer bees.
Australian killer bees.
Yeah, like, come on, man. We'll be fine. Put on your suit. Help me riz this bitch up. And who knows? Maybe she has a thick friend for you.
And they're going to be like, you sound stupid. Why? Okay, who the fuck gets lost here? And looking and like, and why would you pick up a chick that gets lost in this? No, she's stupid. You deserve better. She may be stupid, but she's also dummy thick.
I bet you that pussy go tummy dumb.
It's like
sorry. Quincy, I never thought I'd have to say these words to you, but like, I'm gonna be the voice of reason here. I don't think we should do this. This is not safe. Your judgment is clouded by your need for Australian thick bitches.
And then it's like, all right, it's like, fine, I guess you're right. And the girl says really out loud, it's like, well, I guess while I wait for someone to come to me, I guess I can just play fake grand order.
Bitch, move!
And then I tackle Derek. It's like, we both have to be strong.
You were right the first time. It's definitely a trap.
Definitely.
Derek, you slap me and you're like, Derek, what are the odds that there'd be a black Australian thick bitch who's also into great fake grand order? It's not possible.
Walking around this part of Australia at 10 o'clock at night looking like that.
We're in the down under, Derek. It's just not feasible. And if it is feasible, we can't both be with her.
We're in the outback, and then her hot friend shows up. It's like, you play Fate too? It's like, I love playing Fate. It's like, no, man. If only we had a third.
It's like, listen, there's two of them. We could do this. We could rizz them up. It's possible. They like Fate, and like, they're thick in Australia, Derek. They're thick in Australia. We can't let this go by.
Yeah. And then by that point, it all goes to shit. Because then at that point, something snaps to me. It's like, I can't let this opportunity pass me by, but I can't also get bitted. And I was like, you know what, Derek? He picks up some mud, does the whole like stripes underneath the eyes. We have to remember, this is war.
This is
Follow my lead. Follow my lead. The girl's just like, yeah, I really love playing fake Grand Order, and then boom, smoke bomb, and they just get drug inside the sanctuary.
What the fuck?
Quincy starts interrogating them. Who are you? What are you doing here? Why are you out this late at night? It's dangerous. We're in the down under. Who sent you here?
It's like, we got very important questions. Who are you? Who do you work for? It's like, do you really play Fate? And do you have a boyfriend?
It's like, well, I'm Jeanette. This is Loretta.
Those are very Australian names.
Names aren't inclusive to place except for culturally, and we're just Australian. Like, it's just, I don't understand. It's like, we don't work for anybody unless you mean our boss that is at the company we work for, but like, that's him. And we don't have boyfriends, if that makes a difference.
All right, I'm sorry, but we don't have time for this. We're in the middle of warfare, but take your number down, and then I'll get your number. And, I'm sorry, I wish these were better circumstances. Your name's still kind of cute. Okay. Yeah, it's dangerous out here. Like, why the hell are you coming to a spider sanctuary next to a bee sanctuary in the outback of Australia at 10 o'clock at night in heels?
Heels. In a red dress.
What the hell?
It's like, well, I mean, we were kind of walking around. We got kind of lost, and our car broke down a little bit down the road, and we were we were honestly just trying to get to this party, and we got lost there. Yeah, one of our friends, she said that there's going to be a party, and she was like, hey, I know you guys are a little bit kind of out of the way, but if you want to hang out, since we don't get to hang out that much.
What you fucking say, bitch? You say bit? You said fucking bitch.
A little bit out of the way. Are you okay? Do you?
It's like, Derek, I can't. We've been running for 6 months. We have to bit them first.
It's like, what are you guys talking about?
Fuck down,
Shut your fucking ass up. We have to bit them first.
Are you guys okay? Is something going on?
Did I not just say shut your fucking ass up? It's like, we have to bit them. So we have to bit them first. Obviously, this party is a trap. Because I'm guessing there's a lot of women that look like you that also play video games at this party.
I mean, there's probably going to be, our friend group's probably only about like 5. There's going to be like, I don't know, mainly just other people there. We just hang out, but.
It sounds like a fucking trap if you ask me. So this is what we're gonna do. They're gonna be there, and this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get a pocket. I'm gonna get a little container of bees, a little container of spiders, just to be safe. Guess we need a smoke screen out of that bitch.
Quincy got spider and bee grenades.
You gonna need 2. I'm gonna need 2, and we gonna go in there, and whatever happens, happens. And listen. After if what they get stung, bit by spiders, they'll go to the hospital. We'll say it's a bit, and then all is forgiven.
You sound fucking insane. Just for the record.
I sound insane. They send two beautiful bombshell bitches who love great fate, who love fate, to the middle of the outback at 10 o'clock at night.
I mean, honestly,
I'm,
Derek.
I'm the crazy one. I'm the crazy one.
I mean, honestly, Derek. Uh, he kind of got a point, but at the same time, Quincy, you really gonna just let this opportunity pass you by?
No, I got her number. I'll hit her back up later. But after this whole thing's over, I'll reintroduce myself, explain to me, hit the suave on her. You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey, my homie was really tripping. He crazy. Then after I explain to her
My
the bits,
homie.
she gonna be like, why are you still friends with him? Listen, we ask ourselves this, but like, it just is. It just is.
Like, honestly, it's part of the universal constant at this point.
It just is.
He's like, all right. The worst thing about it would be like the paranoia is the bit. Like, we're just stressing you guys out. And then once
that's the whole thing. Hey guys, he's like, we weren't even in Australia. He's like, we just told a few girls to go out of this area. Like, we were just fucking with you guys the whole time. We just want to see how crazy you'd go. And also, spider and bee grenades, really?
it's like the years of it's like, okay, yeah, I just had to be safe. Listen, Linda, you're great for the homie, and we're glad that he's found happiness, but like, you are just committed to these bits, so I gotta be safe.
He's like, but technically our bit is we didn't do anything to you guys.
The bit was we were gonna give you a birthday cake, not on your birthday.
Yeah,
That's
like,
a dumb bit. That's a bad bit. What happened? You used to be so good.
It's like, oh, well, I mean, that's just what the bit was. Sometimes it's just to message you guys and do something really stupid.
Fuck y'all. How about that bit? Fuck y'all.
And it's like, you guys totally left your jobs for a year, went to Japan for 6 months, and then went to Australia and lived in a spider sanctuary. I believe that's been enough.
It's like, you guys are seriously like, you guys must be traumatized. I don't. And I just walk in. I'm like, oh, hey guys, you're back. How's Australia?
Fuck you.
Oh, okay. Starting off with hostility.
It's like, yeah, so you motherfucker.
Okay, and even more hostility.
I'm not scared to use this. It's like a bottle of dust.
It's like, Quincy, why do you have pocket sand?
It's not pocket sand.
That's just
it's not pocket sand. It's pollen from the killer bees in Australia.
Quincy, I'm pretty sure that counts as a terrorist threat. Are you okay?
Nah, man, it's just a bit, man. It's not. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna throw it on the ground. Maybe it is sand. We're gonna figure out together.
Okay, buddy.
How
about we all calm down? The bits are over. The decade's up. We can't bitch you guys anymore. Like, let's just all chillax. Maybe talk. How was your trip? How was Japan while you guys were in there? You guys were in there for 6 months.
Bing, bang, boom. We get tied to chairs. It's like, I knew it. It's like, the decade's over, which means the new decade. So one, we waited till the beginning, and the other we waited to the one was at the end, and this one's at the very beginning. So just think of it. We're gonna bitch you guys right now. You guys have to work with this for another 9 years.
It's like, I don't know if this is better or not. It's like, listen, fellas, she loves the bits. I love the bits. Clearly not as much as her.
That's saying something. That's fucking saying something. It's like an aphrodisiac for you guys. It's fucking weird, bro.
Listen. Just
Derek, drop the palm from my pocket. Drop the palm from my pocket. Drop the palm from my pocket.
She's like, oh no, we won't be having that today. Chloroform. It's like, whoa.
It's like, I was like, all right, and I'm just muffled, like, this is a perfect mixture.
I love the scent.
And it's like Derek's just like, did he really compliment her chloroform mixture?
It's like, you know what? See, babe, I knew after a while you'd get the ratio right. It's like, thanks, babe, for teaching me. It's like, yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I taught her how to make chloroform. She's never really good at it. Don't worry, we don't test it on other people. It's like we only used it because I knew that it was the perfect ratio. So, Derek, you can either take the chloroform, or you can just be awake during the whole process. It's up to you, buddy.
I plead the fifth.
Nah, fuck that. No, fuck that. Those palms for Bobby chloroformed you. Ha! I've been chloroformed for years. I'm immune, bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
She after all this, she's like, you know what? I really like your friends. They're really good for bits. I've never had people so paranoid and so dedicated to stopping bits. I was like, yeah, they're keepers. They're keepers.
I'm glad that we're friends and you're doing this wrong. You're fucking abusing, man.
It's like, listen, guys, listen. It's a nice little circle back and forth,
Circle? This is a straight line to therapy.
We'll all go to therapy afterward. Listen,
that's probably be a bit too. The therapist is like your friend.
They're just gaslighting you into thinking that you're crazy and the bits aren't even that bad.
That's malicious, and that sounds like that bitch in your head. You need to divorce that hoe. I don't even know this bitch, but you need to divorce this hoe.
Quincy, it's fine. She's okay. She's not even She's harmless. She's harmless.
I feel like this bitch is ex-FBI. Don't have to triangulate locations and shit. Fuck that bitch.
I mean, okay, she knows how to track locations. I know how to pick locks and make chloroform. Come on now.
Chloroform, shit happened. Picking locks, I mean, boredom. Triangulating locations using government satellites is something completely different.
It's like, well, she's had training. Guys, come on.
Bruh, you met her at Barnes & Noble. What fucking training did she go to?
You met at Barnes & Noble.
Barnes & Noble. I mean, she's really into, her
red.
Yeah,
She's not well-read. She's a well-read flag, nigga. Get away from this.
She's just trained. It's just part of her, her job. Come on, man. We don't judge you guys for your job. Don't judge us for our jobs, okay?
Barista. I looked her up. Barista. Say with me now. Barista.
Okay, yes, but okay, hobbies are...
Unless Starbucks change what the fuck they do.
People can have hobbies, okay?
A hobby is knitting. A hobby is sewing. A hobby is playing video games. A hobby is not hacking the government facilities and committing grand larceny.
Quincy, come on now. She's just trying to make sure that the kids get the proper training and safety precautions. So
trains to be online criminals. That's crazy. That's wild.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's
Lilith and Eve are women in this day and age. They need to learn how to protect themselves.
By robbing niggas and triangulating their locations.
It's not robbing. Triangulation is important. They need to know how to, and it's for their safety. If she can track them, if something goes missing, it helps. Come on now. It's for the kids.
It is not. It's for bits, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Do it.
Look, I'll talk to her. I'll tell her to tone it down. Okay.
Remember, barista.
I'll talk to her and be like, hey, babe, the bits, the boys seem to think it's a bit extreme and everything. So if you don't mind toning them down, maybe not trying.
You know exactly what the fuck she's gonna say. She's like, I didn't know I married a quitter.
Listen,
I know exactly what the fuck she's gonna say.
Listen, babe, I I see no issue with it. I told him, it's for the safety of the kids. And she's like, exactly, the safety of the kid. Like, what if they get kidnapped? That's what I
Then she
told
gonna
them.
come in, she gonna kick the door down, look at us, and be like, "Fine, you want the bits to stop?" Slams her hands on the table. Pussies, it can stop. We won't ever do a bit ever again, but we get one bit, and then that's it. Not even a decade. One bit, period. And after that, there will never be another bit ever.
It's like, just sign the contract. It's like, why do you have a contract? You know who your friend is.
And it's like, so, one bit. That bit could be whatever we want it to be. There are subsections to protect you. You know, the bit can't last longer than X amount of time. I can't do like the bit lasted 20 years. That's fucked up. But you know, there's things for your protection, and there's things for the protection of our fun. So you just sign right there, and a blood droplet there, and we'll be fine. Bitch, what?
Hey, Quincy, listen. It's a binding contract. Just
With the devil.
It's not with the Quincy. It's just magic. It's fine. It's just Bennett magic. It's just Bennett magic.
I knew you was a Bennett. I knew you was a Bennett, but I didn't think you would take it this fucking far.
Listen, I didn't know. She brought it up to me. She was like, "Oh yeah, like all Bennetts actually have magic," and I was just like, "I don't think that's how it works." And plus, like, I'm only
you know what? Fine. And it's like Derek's like, you know what, Quincy? He's still our friend. He won't do anything to hurt us. He signs it, puts his blood on it. I grab it, and I'm just like, listen, I'm gonna have a lawyer go over this, and then I'll bring it back signed. I have some annotations. It's like, all right, fine. And then she looked at Derek. It's like, by the way, one of the things in the contract, the blood seal, was if you break this contract, then you invite Lucifer into your life. Okay, all right. So, everyone ready? I'm like, ha. This is why you read.
This is why you don't just blindly accept the terms of agreement. You always read the EULA, Derek. You always read the EULA.
It's like, yeah. Son of a bitch.
It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I'll be back with my lawyer. It's like, you know what, Quincy, I completely understand, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Derek, you're really stupid for just signing that. I wouldn't have signed it.
Derek still just shrugs.
He's just like,
he still just shrugs. Like, we're friends. You wouldn't do anything to really hurt me. So,
okay,
like,
yes, Derek, that is entirely true, and I love that we have this trust between us. But legally and like as your friend, never sign a contract before reading it. Like, how many times have we been to Gotcha Gang court? Come on now.
And I just come back the next day. It's like, all right, I signed it. I didn't do the blood thing because apparently that's the devil part. So you're gonna have to annotate and change that shit. And if you want my blood drop,
It's like, okay, well, we'll draw up a new contract. Everything the same. Here, you can watch us just have this new contract. We're erasing the devil
comes
part.
back. The wife just comes up. Here, I already made a new one for you. Blood on that. And I'm just like, no, what the fuck?
Okay, Quincy, let me just giving you the quick run.
Yeah, all right, I'm down. It's like,
Quincy,
I'm still in the same ballpark. It's just mine has titties, Derek.
You get damned to hell. I die after I nut too many times. We are not the same.
We are not the same. We're both in hell. It's just Derek goes to hell screaming, I go to hell.
It's like, all right, so everybody's good, and as you can see, the bit cannot last. We have to do a bit within at least 2 years.
It's like 2 years. She was like, no, this is until we die. Like, no.
No.
The bit, this is an internal thing. They could be 80 fucking years old and we decide to do the bit thing. But we only get one.
Now, babe, I knew you would do this, which is
they already signed it.
Yes, which is why I doctored your contracts. I'm sorry that I went behind your back and did this to you, but I knew that you would go back on your word. I knew you loved the bit too much.
I didn't go back on the word and say what I said. I said we'll give you
originally you said that yes, you can do one bit and
yes,
it can happen at any time, but in the original contract, it was supposed to be that it has to happen within a certain time frame. Otherwise, they're gonna go crazy like they did last time.
No, first of all, they only get one, and it lasts wherever time, and the bit can't be a long time. I can't be like the bit is we're going to drive you crazy for a year. That's fucked up. The bit can only be the extent of at most a month, but it can happen whenever. As long as these motherfuckers have a heartbeat, they're biddable.
They're biddable.
Fuck.
Guys, she's really down. She's so down. It's kind of hot.
It's like whatever. I just. I wish we could have like I don't know like a warning that maybe this is the year, this is the month, this is the hour.
Okay, listen, guys. Okay, it's not in the contract. I will warn you guys. She'll let me know. She'll be like, hey, I think it's time we do the bit. And I'll be like, are you sure? She's like, you know what? Yes, I have this in mind.
I think the funniest thing is Ed comes to the party and he's just like, "Hey Quincy, yeah, it's a real funky town." And you just see me log out. The guy just log out.
And she's like, babe, what was that about? It's like, nothing. I just letting them know it's a real funky town. I was like, okay.
I'm just rocking back and forth in the fetal position in my panic bunker.
It's like, listen,
You had it built for this exact situation.
he would. You gotta put basically a demon trap down for this bitch.
Yeah, I'm ready. Got the salt. Got the holy water.
She gets there, and he's just like, stay back. She's like, Quincy, you do know I'm not a demon, right?
You mean you? I mean, you might want to check. You might want to check if you got some sulfur on your dick, because you might be fucking one.
It's like, listen, buddy, I'm not actually Sam Winchester, okay? I don't fuck. Quincy, it's a bit. Come on, we've been through so much. Do you really think that?
Who plays demon? Who's plays Sam?
Okay, I play Sam. You play demon.
Yep. That's all I need.
Okay, look.
Bye, Sammy.
Okay, just give me the salt. I'll see if she's a demon. Thanks, man. I'll just go check, and I'll even video call you. Here's a phone. You can video call. Just video call me. I'll have it. It's attached to the camera.
Doctor footage. It's gonna be doctor footage. No,
Quincy, just call it right now so we can set it up. Like, what do you mean?
No, man, go ahead, do your thing. I definitely don't have an escape bike in my bunker.
I'm glad you have an escape bike in your bunker. I'm glad you thought of every precaution. It's good that you want to be safe than sorry.
Of course.
It's like, I'll go test if she's a demon, Yeah, give me a little. Here's some holy water. I'll just pour that on her too. If anything happens, I'll let you know. Don't worry. You can trust me. It's me.
Nah. Listen. You've been slain by the pussy, and that's fine. That's to all of us.
Fine.
She's a 10. She likes video games. She likes bits. She has a fat ass and titties. Like, your wife is a dime. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
And she gave you everything you wanted. You
gave me the twins and everything.
Like, I'm not mad at you.
I'm not. But at the same time, fuck that bitch. Respectfully and disrespectfully. I'm about to leave.
I'm just like, you know what? You're right. You got it. That's valid.
Respectfully and disrespectfully, I'm gone.
It's like, well, love you too, man. You've gotten precautions. Be safe. If you ever get a chance, double check on Derek. I do not know what's going on with that boy.
I'm on DEFCON. I'm on DEFCON, dog. I'm on DEFCON 5 or whatever. Like, I've cut off all contact. I don't even know where my daughter's at. I gotta go.
I don't even know where my daughter's at. I just dropped her off, and my parents was like, take her. And I dipped. I will come back after this is all over, and she'll just be, and maybe she'll think that I went out for milk, and I'll just have to explain to her, listen, your uncle and your auntie are crazy. That's all I gotta say.
They're wilding. They're completely wilding. But by that time, I'd be fucked over because the whole part of the blood contract is we can't stop the bit because we were obligated to go on with the bit. So it'd just be like a succubus with sharp claws. Like, so I'm like, shit, that is right. I didn't tell her to come here.
She's like, you can do this, like, or you can take the bit. I'm like, oh
God,
shit. It's like, is this
that's why my dad's fine. He's like, it's either I get bitted or I meet the devil. I'd much rather get bitted. So he's just like, he's at work.
yeah. Just doing his thing. It's just like, yeah.
It cuts to me and I'm spinning in a desk chair.
It's like David using his PTO. He's just chilling.
Yeah. I just asked you, hey babe, but why haven't you gone after Derek yet? It's like, oh, he's just a free target. He's simple. He's not
He's
like,
just a free target.
I'm sitting in my chair and I'm like Ralph Wiggum. I'm in danger.
it's like I'll get to him whenever. Quincy's the challenge here, and I like a challenge.
It's like, nah, comes I'm not a challenge. Do your worst, because either you do your worst or I have to deal with a succubus, which, like, I ain't gonna lie, thick as fuck, but I also not gonna lie, don't want to go to hell. So,
It's like, well, you're a brave man. It's like, Quincy, are you sure you want to go through with this?
only a little bit.
And she just, she just sits there and she's just like, I'm glad you still have your sense of humor. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Well, I'm afraid of this hypothetical bitch.
Listen, man, don't even worry about it. She's not even like, listen, the odds of me getting with someone like that are astronomically low.
I don't know, man. You living this long is astronomically low. So you finding a bitch, that's easy.
Okay, but put it this way. Like, what are the chances that one
Probably much higher than what you've made it to today.
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
I'm willing to bet that I would not get with someone like that. Okay? Like it's
Mm, mm, mm,
like I'm willing to bet. Like, do you really think that
Even if you did, it wouldn't get that far because I feel like at that moment that I'm just like, hey, I like, hey, dog, you need to sit down. Your wife kind of tripping.
like
And then
the moment she legitimately releases the Bennett magic inside of me, then I'm like, I may have to rethink all of my life decisions leading up to this point.
Yeah, at that point, you probably would have to get in a magic fight with your wife, which would lead into. I mean, she's still a reasonable person because you married her. So she's getting. Then it's gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I just like doing bits, and none of my friends let me do it. And your friends are so stupid because they let us do bits on them. But
Your friends are so stupid. I like to imagine we have this intervention in my house, and you guys are both there. You're just like, we're right here.
No, I'm there. Quincy's back in the bunker in Australia, fucking blasting. What's that fucking? I am the storm that is approaching.
It's like, Derek's like, I'm right here. It's like, listen, Derek, sweetheart, we love you, we truly do. But when it comes to dealing with the bits, you might as well be a sack of potatoes.
Derek, we've done so many bits on you that you're traumatized that you don't even notice the bits anymore. That's why you wet yourself. I did what? Oh man.
oh man.
I'd hate to traumatize Derek that much.
At that point, it's just like, you know what, babe? You're right. We shouldn't do it. Like, yeah. And it's like, I'm sorry. I went set down such a bad road. And it's like, yeah, but those bits were nice. And it's like, you guys start reminiscing over bits. Like, yeah, that one time when, like, we moved Derek's keys and he thought he was going crazy. He's like, yeah, and that one time we changed Quincy's password and made it feel like he had Alzheimer's. And he's like... And that one time we replaced Arya with a black girl, he legitimately thought that Arya had suddenly gained color. It's like, that's so funny. It's like, you bring the best out of me. It's like, that's not the only thing you bring out of me. There's like, hey,
whoa. Give me back my keys so I can get out of here.
Hey, homie, hold on, homie.
Oh, nah. I see where this is going. Give me my keys and let me get a pair of pants and I'm out, bro.
Like,
I'll be out of your hair.
It's like, yeah, you're right. We're sorry. We won't do that anymore. But Derek, just live your life, be good, watch out for future bits from anybody, and this would be a good thing to pass down to our children. I can't wait. I'd hate to see what she would teach Lilith and Eve how to do bits. I wonder if they do bits on their siblings. That would be
Yeah,
hilarious.
they would. That's where you that's probably kind of where it kind of starts. And then like Derek would just call me like they said they're done. Nah, this is a bit, man. They got you into the fold, man. You're one of them now, man. They cut you a deal, man. They told you they said, hey, either help us bit Quincy or we're gonna bit you. And you're like, fuck Quincy, and now I'm not gonna
Fuck
be that guy,
Quincy.
man. It's like does that he's like Quincy. Does it sound like I would think that deeply about it? Ah, you're right. I'm coming home.
Finally, Quincy's back. It's like, you know what? Glad you're back, buddy. And you know the bits have stopped. She understands. You know, we leave it to the kids now. The kids only do bits, and honestly, they're only doing it on each other for right now.
I swear to God, if any of your children try to do a bit on me, I will not hesitate to pepper spray them.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I just want you to know that I will not hesitate. I will not.
But Quincy, like, what's the worst that I don't know? Let's just say they learn young. They start learning and doing bits at like, I don't know, 5. You know, what is a 5-year-old gonna do to you?
I don't know. What I really want to know is what Bear pepper spray will do to a 5-year-old's eyes. These are questions that we don't want answered. You know.
I mean, I'm curious.
Are we now?
I mean, it'd be great if I could pepper spray train my children. You know, it'll be like they're in the military.
Okay, man, no problem. If that's how you want it done.
It's like Lilith just walks in. Like the distrust between Quincy and every member of my immediate family.
I just got all the deterrents. I got like stink bombs. I got pepper spray. I got tasers. Like I don't.
Like Quincy's so paranoid from just me and my wife doing bits on him that whenever we have kids, he's just there just to be like, so what are they allergic to?
But I'm not gonna do that. I'm not trying to legitimately hurt these kids. That's fucked up. They're still kids. But I will tell them. I will show them I'm not to be fucked with though.
Lilith just walks up. Hey, Quincy. Lilith, pepper spray. I will not hesitate.
He's like, oh, you make sure to announce yourself next time a little louder. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Yeah, like you can't just like I get it. The door's open and you were playing with Arya, but you got to let me know. Like I can't. It's like understood, sir. I will do that next time.
Good.
Meanwhile, Eve,
I would hate to make your astigmatism worse.
It's like, meanwhile, Eve, the surprising wild one out of the two, she just bolts in and tries to drop kick the fuck out of you.
It's like young child. I just sidestep and taser while she's in the air.
It's like, ah!
It's like you're nowhere near as good as your mother.
It's like one day I'm gonna get you, old man.
And then one day you're gonna get pepper sprayed again. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
The first time was just a durability test.
I can bring more potent pepper spray.
Bring your worst, you baby back bitch. Hey, I heard that.
It's like you just see me like have your daughter pinned on the ground with a mustard grenade about to go off my head. It's like, you're lucky he saved you.
Lil's just looking at me. I told her that it would not work, Dad. I promise you.
It's like, wait, hold on, Quincy, isn't mustard gas illegal? Mm-hmm.
It's like, did you? Well, it's pretty easy to make. Lilith, why didn't you bring mustard gas with you? You could have mustard gassed him. It's like, listen, this was Eve's doing. I was not about to be prepared for something that was only going to affect her.
The moment she also goes chemical warfare is when I take it to the next level. Listen, I'm an adult. I have training.
I have training. It's like, yes, you have training, but we have our mother.
Do you? All right. I'll see how that works out for you.
Smoke grenade! And then he runs away.
It's like, we'll see how that works out for you.
Arya just comes in. why do you guys do this? And I just have to look down and I'm just like, listen, Arya, I don't know. Their mother has gotten to them. But Quincy's paranoia runs deep. Okay, this has been happening since you were like 5. Okay, so like
And
it's
then
been
boom,
years.
mom has to take a business trip. Something happens. Something happened with her ticket. She can't come back. And I just casually walk in the house. As long as you had who?
It's like what you 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 slimy dog. You got rid of our mother.
I didn't get rid of her. It's just a delay. Like
It's like
I'm not
I'm not a
crazy.
monster.
Yeah,
Like
I'm not a monster. But just know that if I can do that this so easily, imagine what I could do if I actually tried. Don't play with me, kid.
it's like, oh, listen, old man, this is just the beginning. We will get you one day. Lilith is just like, do not bring me into this. I respect the man to know that listen, Eve, listen, he's 6'5". We're like 2 feet tall. He he could punt us. Okay, I don't know why you got the aggressive gene. So I'm gonna back off. If you want to bring Azazel into it, go for it. I don't know what
Oh,
he.
it's like also I'm babysitting you guys tonight.
It's like great. I'm gonna go to my room and play Smash Bros.
Because your dad's not coming home because I told him not to come home.
And he just agreed to it.
Yeah, because of this. Takes out a vial with one spider, drops it on the floor, and it scutters away. Have fun sleeping tonight.
It's like, well, I'm glad that I'm not the one that got the arachnophobia. So good luck, Eve.
It's just Eve with her back against the wall. You son of a bitch!
It's just like, it's like, yeah, like I don't know why you mess with. He's willing to do this. He dealt with our mother. We're nothing to him. Why would you tempt him? It's like, no, I can be stronger. Listen, Eve, you somehow got the worst mix. You have the tenacity of our mother, but all of our father's weaknesses. You cannot win this battle.
He's like, I could be stronger. It's on your shoulder. Ah, falls on the floor. Kidding, but that was hilarious.
I just called to check on it. It's like, hey, Quincy, so like, how are the girls doing? He's just like, yeah, Eve's in a severe panic. Like I don't think she's stable. And Lilith's upstairs playing Smash Bros. It's like, oh, okay, cool. What about Azazel? He's been awfully quiet in his room. I don't know what that boy's doing. Should I check on him? I don't know. He's probably just making like chemical compounds and shit. I don't. He's fine.
Cool. See you in the morning. And I think the best part is like you come home and you're like, all right, I'm home. And it's like, Dad, leave the spider's still here. And it's like, oh, it is. And I just get up. And it's like, yeah, sorry about that. I whistle. The spider comes from the ceiling, gets back to his jar, and I close it. It's trained. And I just looked your daughter dead in the eye. It's trained.
And it's like, but Dad, you just let this happen. Listen, I like, hey, trained or not, I wasn't taking the chance. No.
It's trained.
It's like
And
you
it
just
has
let
your- it has
this madman into our home. It's your Uncle Quincy. If he wanted to hurt you, he
And he
would.
married your mother. What the fuck? She's way crazier than me. By
It's
the
like
way, is she back yet? I'm trying to leave before she comes back.
I don't want her in the same vicinity as me. It's like, but he let a spider loose. It's like, yes, he did.
First of all, it was harmless, it was defanged, and it was trained. It literally just sat in the corner. It wasn't even in your room.
It's like, yeah, he let a spider out, which is why I wasn't here. But it was trained. Yeah, I don't care. I'm not gonna be in the same vicinity as a spider. Come on now, get it together. Do better, be better. Who are you? Like,
Just smacks his teeth and walks in the house.
like, who are you? Like, just I don't know. Just handle this. It's like, listen, I don't know. You built a little different. You You your mother's daughter. That's all I'm saying.
Damn.
It's like
Disowned.
where's Lilith? She makes more sense to be my kid. Dad, we're twins. I understand that, but clearly one of you got my better genetics.
Damn. Said that to her face. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's like I'm calling mom. I mean, go for it. I don't know why you didn't call her earlier.
That woman doesn't scare me.
Listen. She doesn't do bits on me. She loves me. Like, she's only a menace to your uncles. That's it.
It's fucked up. She only does that because you give her penis.
It's like, hey man,
And love and affection and all the other stuff that comes along with marriage, cherishing and till death do you part and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, like, it's just, I don't know, maybe have you tried just sitting down and talking to her?
Wait, can we go back to the way that Quincy said that? Can you tell that he and I are both jaded for relationships?
Love
affection, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. It's like, yeah, man, just sit down and talk to her. I'm pretty sure she's a real nice gal. If you talk to her, like, she just
she's first of all, she's dope. Me and Derek, we used to all play games. We were all good. We were all cool. She was basically honorary Gotcha gang until she started doing bits.
Then it got wild.
It was like you awoke something inside of her. Like you guys did one little bit, and she was like, "Oh, that was a bit. That was fun." And it's like, "How far can we take it?" It's like, "Well, how far do you want to take it?" It's like, "How much can they handle?"
It's like, well, I don't know.
It's
I'm just sitting there because like she says it in the most like menacing way possible, but I just like my brain doesn't process it. And I'm just like, honestly, I don't know. I've never really pushed the boundaries on them.
And that was the day when it all changed. That was the day the Fire Nation attacked.
I'm Roku and she's Fire Lord Sozin. I just let this happen.
You motherfucker.
It's like, Ed, why didn't you stop her before it got too far? I thought that, I don't know. I didn't think she'd actually do something like that.
I was like, tee ha ha. Like, I understood the first time, yes, tee ha ha. I didn't think she'd take it that far, but I was doing it that far, and she's just like, I'm gonna go bigger. At that point, she'd been like, hold on, babe, sit down. Whoa there.
You just need to stop.
It's like I've never done bits before. I didn't think I'd like them this much.
It's like, well, I'm glad you like
like
bits.
She's a coke fiend all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's like more. I want to do more. And I can't do them on my boss because I have to worry about getting fired. And I can't do it to my sister because she has a heart condition. But your friends, they're
durable.
They can take a beating.
Like they are pretty sturdy. Those are some tall, big men. They can handle a lot. There are some strong, sturdy people. She just goes there. Eve just looks at me. So this is your fault, Dad. Like,
yeah, 100%. Like, you could have stopped this. Like, as soon as she said, "How much can they take?" Like, of course, any of us would LOL at that. Like, she's just being funny. But if you just said that, like, "Are you being dead ass?" And she was like, "I'm serious." If you're serious, then it's like, "Oh, hold on, babe." They're still my friends. I don't want them to get hurt. They're not going to get hurt physically.
Yeah, no, my ADHD autism brain just stopped processing that, like, just stopped processing malicious intent from her.
Stop processing the red flags.
Yeah, it's like the best part is like that's like her only red flag is the bits. Like she's a great mother. She's a great wife. She's like a pillar of the community and all that shit.
Right.
She pays her taxes. Yeah, she pays her taxes. She has like bake sales and stuff like that. Like she's just a regular cool ass mom.
Cool. I mean, Lilith and Eve would beg to differ. See, as they've been trained by her. They're traumatized.
Well, I mean, she still cares and loves for them. It's just, they know that when it comes to bits, mom goes a little overboard.
Eve just fell into the rabbit hole. Lilith is like, I'm getting out while I can.
Like, they're sitting there, it's like, "Do you need help with your homework, sweetie?" Bada bam, mom helps with the homework. Oh, it's like, "Mom, like I want to learn how to make stuff too in the kitchen. She's like, oh, okay, so yeah, I'll tell you, I make something real small. Let's start off with eggs. Eggs is a real good dish. Bada boom, teach her how to make eggs and all this stuff. And he's like, oh, mom, this boy's messing with me at school. It's like, well, have you tried talking to him? Sometimes you need to level with people, and have you gotten a teacher involved? And it's like, no. It's like, well, you have to get a teacher involved. If that doesn't work, then I'll come to the school myself, and I'll have a parent-teacher conference with them. And it's like, and mom, this guy keeps on doing bits on me. He keeps doing what? Bits?
We need to go bigger.
It's like, explain to me what he did. He put gum in my hair and then laughed. It's like, oh, child's play.
It's like,
Eve, I'm going to put gum in his life. Let's do this.
It's like, go tell your brother I need compound B3 and 7C.
Like, what? And then just as Hazel comes down, got it.
It's like, oh, thanks, sweetie. Have you done all your homework? I just need a little bit of help with the history whenever you're available. It's like, oh, we'll get that done first. Come on.
Yeah, the Hansel with history is like, y'all good? Y'all tucked in? Y'all happy? All right, okay. All right, Eve, now show me where the son of a bitch lives.
It's like, well, I don't know. It's like, do you?
What class is he in with you?
Oh, he's in my English class.
All I need to know.
And Lilith is just there. She's just like, did you tell mom about the gum hair thing? It's like, well, yeah. It's like, why didn't you tell dad? Well, because mom was the only one available. Oh.
It's like, no, you wanted Hellfire, didn't you? Okay, a little bit. I just want a little bit of Hellfire. It's like, you know, mom's gonna take it too far, bruh. We go to the same school.
That's our mom.
I think people look at me like, oh, that's your mom too. And then I gotta sit there and we share the same fucking face and try to lie.
It's like, I mean, you could pass off as, like, not my sister. We are identical twins. We came from the same egg. We are genetic clones, okay? The only one that got out of this is Azazel.
It's like, we just gotta stop her. We just gotta stop her. It's like, we need help. I just get a call on my phone. What's up? It's like, we need help stopping mom. We need help stop mom. Wrong number. Like, wrong
number. It's like, wait. It's like, Eve is like, why? He really did that? Lilith being like composed. You know, honestly, that was a shot in the dark. Why would he help us? Like, honestly. Call dad. Call dad.
That's smart. Call dad. Mom's going crazy. Ah, shit. Wrong number? No, dad, you can't do that.
Like, I know.
It's like,
I just thought I'd try.
I'll conference Quincy in. Hey, what's up, Ed? What's going on? My wife's going overboard. Wrong number. You owe me, bitch.
Do I really have to? It's like, yes.
It requires all of us.
It's like, but that's your bitch. Like, can't you handle her? It's like, listen,
it's like, it all depends. It all depends. Puts his A's on the phone. What compounds did you give her?
B3 and C7.
Wait, you sure it's 7? It wasn't 6? Wasn't 8? It's exactly 7?
Exactly, Dad. Come on now. It's me. I trust you, son. I get it.
It's like, it's like, all right, for the sake of everyone within a 3-mile radius, I'm in.
It's like, all right, so so since she's using B3 and C7, listen, Azazel, we're gonna need at least 2 jars of K12.
It's like, I already got it.
It's like, yeah, you're the best. You know, you're one of my favorites. You always come prepared. It's like, listen, she's my mom. I also have to deal with the consequences. Yes, I can pass off as not related to them, but I like the air I breathe.
That's when we get Derek involved. So we need your help.
Like,
no, the best part is we need your help. It's like, what? Ed's wife's going crazy. Wrong number. We already tried that.
You're in it now.
Fine, but I'm not going to be debate this time. Well,
look at the last person we called, and we already did the 1, 2, 3, not it.
I was like, but
I'm not even going to check.
It's like, sorry, dog. It's like, all right, we'll make a vote on it. You know, Gotcha Gang rules. Like, so all in favor
Who's
of
the three got
Derek?
it?
No, all in favor of Derek being the bait. Say aye. Aye. Even the kids chime in. Aye. It's like, listen,
First of all,
Derek.
they're not even a part of Gotcha Gang.
Listen, they're honorary members. You know, they're my seed. So, you know, you listen. You've been outvoted. You know how the Gotcha Gang works. We're a democracy. You've been outvoted.
It's like, nah. He's like, nah, fuck that. Calls another number. Picks up. It's like, picks up. Hello, is that my daughter? Arya, do the thing. Oh yeah, Derek shouldn't be bait. How the fuck? It's like, yeah, I needed somebody, man. I'm sorry.
Quincy's just like, Arya. Listen, Dad, we have a really messed up family, and somebody has to be the grounded one. Like, sure, Uncle Edison's cool at all. He's pretty reasonable, but you know, he. I can't let this go on for too long. Aunt Linda's just ridiculous sometimes.
And it's like, well, you're still outvoted. And then Arya's like, Azazel, I know the truth. And it's like, no, whatever she says, I'm with.
That was quick.
It's like, Azazel, what have you been doing?
Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions.
Dad, under legal advisory, I cannot disclose that information.
Let's just say sometimes there's a reason why I'm good at chemicals, because there was a time I was not good with chemicals.
Well, yeah, that was a very bad time in your life. We've really had to we've had to move at least twice. And
yeah, twice. Yeah, sure.
listen, Azazel, I don't know what you've been learning on the side, because I just taught you the basics. You know, you really are my son. I'm proud of you.
It's like, I don't know what you learned on the side. And Nara's like, I know what he learned on the side. It was like, I already said I'm with you. You don't have to drag this out.
It's like, you're a good soldier, Azazel. You're a good soldier.
He's like, looks like that's 3v3.
It's like, all right, well, all right, fine. You know what, Derek? You won't be bait. All right, Eve, you're bait now. What? All in favor of Eve being bait, say aye.
Everyone says aye.
Lilith, pourquoi? It's like,
and she's like, if I have to live with her, fine. She doesn't have to be bait. And it's like, thank you, Azazel. You already know Arya has dirt on me.
Arya, listen, sis.
I'm on Derek's side. Derek says you got to be bait. He's like, Uncle Derek, is it okay if she's bait? He's like, I don't care as long as I'm not bait.
He's like, I don't care who it is. If it's not me, it's good.
I put my hand on her shoulder and I smile brightly. Kid, I don't give a fuck as long as it's not you. Sucks to be you.
It's like, oh.
You're not good at being an uncle, are you? Hell no.
Hell no.
It's like, Dad, listen, kiddo. I love you. I truly do. I was fully expecting for Lilith to be the crazy one. But, like, you know, it's time you face your mother.
And besides, it's like your class. Like, it's the perfect. Yeah, it's like the perfect thing. Yeah.
It's like, but if it's my class,
the debate makes more sense. You're already gonna be there naturally.
It's like, but
we're gonna make Derek look like a goddamn like third grader. Look at that beard.
But Lilith looks exactly like me. We could use her. We could trade. Like, it's fine. We do it all the time to skip classes. You do what now? That's a conversation for later. It's like, hey, listen, I don't want to be a part of this. And matter of fact, I think this is a perfect time for me to get a haircut.
Like instantly, Lilith is like, you know what? I said I don't want her to be bait, and I instantly take that back now. I know it literally means nothing because she was going to be bait regardless. It's the principle behind the choice now.
Like, all right, well, Eve, you're bait. You got to go into class and just like, you know,
act natural.
Yeah, act natural. It's like, but I don't.
Give her all the K-12.
Yeah, just slip this into your mom's purse, poke a hole, everything will be fine.
This will neutralize everything.
It's like,
you got this, and we're there for backup. Just give us the code word, and we're there.
Yeah, and like, you know, these parent teacher conferences, sit in. Like, look, if it makes you feel better, I'll go too. Okay, I'll go. I'll just be there also. Make
You're a
sure.
brave man.
Yeah, sometimes gotta take one for the team, and I married her, so she is my responsibility.
Wow. Look at him finally taking responsibility after all
Yeah,
these fucking years.
yeah. I've let it get this far, and like it's my kid.
The consequences of his bits have finally caught up to him.
And then
Just
both
we're there, we're chilling. We're in the classroom.
like in the
Even
bush.
me and Linda are in the classroom. You guys are in the bush outside. It's just all right. As soon as the code word's given, everything will be okay. We'll rush in, we'll snatch her up, and we'll take her out. It's like I don't think this is a good idea, guys. Like she's pretty tough.
It's like, yeah, I mean, she's kind of tough, but we got this. Don't worry.
But we're tougher.
Yeah, we're tougher and stronger and braver. It's like she's right behind you. No, she's not.
Uncle Quincy, are you really sure you're ready for this?
Very good. I stay ready, young one.
It's like, okay. It's like, hey, why aren't you in class? We're out for the day, so it's like we're done. It's like, all right. I'm just sitting there. I was just looking at her. You just see the crazy in her eyes, like.
She's sitting there. She's like calm, but you know her. This is your wife.
Yeah,
You can
like
see it in her eyes.
yeah, I see the look. Like she's sitting there. It's like I'm just looking at her. I'm just like, wow, this is really her element.
It's like she's so good.
At being bad.
It's like, oh, I walk up. It's like, excuse me, I just, I heard that there's a kid that was messing with my daughter. I just want to know who that was. And it's like, oh, yeah, I talked to the teacher. It's like, oh, yeah, yeah, we're so sorry about that, Mr. Evans. Jacob over there, he put gum in your daughter's hair. We were able to get it out without much of her hair being gone. So, you know, we do understand that she had to inform you, but everything we talked to Jacob's parents, and they would like to apologize. So they'll be in like probably around 15 minutes after class starts because they're running a little late, had some things to take care of, but they'll be there. It's like, oh, and which seat is Jacob in exactly? Oh, he's in the far back right. It's like, oh, okay, thank you. It's like, all right, listen, babe, you cannot attack the child, okay? He's a child, and the parents are gonna come apologize. It's fine. We'll talk to the parents. Everything will be okay. And it's like, but did he apologize? You know what? That's a fair and good question. Excuse me, Mrs. Johnson. Did Jacob happen to apologize to our daughter already? It's like, oh well, he did wind up apologizing during recess before school started. It's like, oh, okay. See, he apologized. Okay. I have nothing against the child now.
He's like, we can go.
It's like, ah, great. I mean, we still have to wait for the parents and everything, and they'll come and apologize, and it'll be great. And once that's all settled, we can just go home. Everything will be fine. And it's like, you know what? You're right. I'll wait for the parents. And the parents get there. They seem like nice people. They seem like real nice people. The dad comes in, and he's just like, hey, he introduces himself as like, hey, I'm Mr. Raymond. Sorry about my son. Yeah,
Upstanding couple.
exactly. And then it's just like something about the wife just feels off though. She seems off. Don't know what it is, but she seems nice enough. And it's like, yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Raymond, sorry about all this, and he's just like, it's no problem. We're sorry about Jacob. He gets a little wily sometimes. We've been, we told him, hey, that's not good. That's why we made him apologize. It's like, oh, good. I'm really good. You got a good head on your shoulders, and I'm sure that your kid has a decent head on his shoulders. He just, especially if he's willing to listen and understand and, conform to the discipline that provided. It's like, yeah, and your daughter seems like a nice girl, so yeah, I'm glad that this is all behind us. I am too. And it's like,
And we're sitting in the bush like, hey, this is really boring. They're just talking.
It's like, I'm usually not one for conflict, but yeah, you're right, Uncle Quincy. This is boring. I want a little action.
And it's like, well, and Derek's like, Derek's probably sitting there like, I don't know what you guys talk about, but I'm okay with no action.
I don't know what the fuck y'all are on about. This is fine. This is good. I can eat this up. We're fine. We're safe. This is the safest I've been this entire bit.
It's like, you know what, you're right. Maybe we shouldn't take this for granted. Maybe this is Mom about to turn over a new leaf. Maybe she understands that, like, not everything has to go to the extreme. This could be good.
I don't believe it. Nah, don't believe it. Calls Azazel. Like, you do the thing I tell you to do? It's like, yeah, check the barometer on the entire school. And I just want to call you. You're not going to like it. It's like, oh. It's like, what is it? Let me hear it. Apparently, the chemicals I gave my mom is at the school, but they're not in that classroom.
What do you
They're on the other side of the school.
Call your dad. Call your dad now. Call your dad now.
It's like, well, we can't call him because then his cover will be blown. We have to handle it ourselves.
It's like, but it's on the other side of the school. Eve's classroom is on the front
Eve,
side.
and I'm like, all right, we gotta figure this out. Fuck. We're back to being in danger.
Eve's classroom is on the front side. If they're on the other side, we have to go through that area, and they'll notice us.
It's like, well, we can go around it. It's just someone has to stay and watch. It's like, I'll stay and watch. All you guys can go figure out what it is.
Quincy, you can't stay and watch. You have to be like, you're the biggest, toughest guy that we have. You're the muscle.
And I have to stay the closest to the crazy woman. That's why I'm staying.
All right, you sure you want to be able to just take her? You don't want backup? Like, maybe
First of all, her husband's right there. I'm going to throw him at her first.
It's like she starts something triggers her. She goes crazy. She's about to attack Quincy. She's like, your husband won't give you dick anymore. It's like,
exactly.
It's like, Quincy, I don't think that's a valid strategy, but
perfect strategy. Perfect.
They get talking. Everybody's okay. The wife, she, Linda, she's good. She's like, you know what? Thank you for your kid apologizing, and I'm glad we can put this past us. And then Mrs. Raymond, she's just like, you know what? I am too. And your daughter looks better with some of her hair cut off anyway. It being that long, it's kind of ugly on her.
And it's like, in unison, because all of us are listening to it, we just say in unison, oh shit. And then Linda's like, excuse me? And then I get another call from fucking Azazel. It's like she formed it into like some sort of pseudo bomb.
It's like, he's just like, Azazel, what did your mom do exactly before she worked as a barista?
It's like, well, she really was just a barista, She did go to college for I think business.
A copy of the Anarchist Cookbook. That's weird.
It's like, I don't know what she does in her free time, but that's not the crazy part. It's like, what's the crazy part? It's like, this thing is super concentrated. This is only gonna mess up this room that we're in, but it's on the other side of the school. Why would they only mess up that room? And then Eve there's like, holy shit, it's a distraction. Derek's like, she did what?
I like to imagine you guys are just all there. Lilith is just in class, like just chilling. She's like having a good time, but she's just like, I really hope this doesn't ruin the school day.
The door locks behind them. It's like, well, no, it's like, no, don't panic, or we're trapped in here with the bomb. It's like, oh, okay, all right, well, you guys will be fine. Quincy Ari's with us. God damn it! and then Derek's like, oh, so fuck my life, huh?
It's like, Derek, listen, I love you, buddy. Like, we've been through so much together, but we survived Linda. Okay, but this is my daughter we're talking about.
Like, God damn it! It's like, okay, listen. It's just a distraction, so it's probably going to be super complicated just to keep you guys there. Like, how many wires are on the thing? And it's like, two.
Why would she do a 50-50? And then everybody sits right there and just thinks in unison for the bit. For the bit. That sounds right. It's like, yep, that's Linda, that's mom.
It's like, well, we're gonna figure this out. It's like, Azazel could probably figure out the chemicals and stuff like that, and figure out how to turn it off, even if we happen to cut the wrong wire. Isn't that right, Azazel? And it's like, I can try. It's like, I want you to know that if anything happens to me, I have a draft with the truth ready to post on Twitter.
I will get this done. I will get this done.
He takes goggles out of his backpack, puts it on. It's like, I'm on it. And then he's like looking at the bomb and examining it, and then fucking Eve will like kind of scooch over to Arya. What did he do exactly? I told you I'd have to kill you.
It's like, I believe it. It's like, you know what? I'm glad we're related.
And next to like frantically text Ed is like, he looks at his phone and it's like, all right, stay calm. I'm gonna send another message, and another message is gonna be what I need to tell you. But this is the precursor to the message coming up. I just need you to stay completely calm. Your face cannot change. You're right next to Linda. Keep your fucking cool.
It's like, I just respond back, okay, man, I'll try my best. Things are getting real rowdy right now.
And then you get an SMS from fucking Azazel, and it's them standing next to a bomb.
Doing selfie poses.
No, it's like Azazel like trying to run on a bomb for his life. Derek is like sweating, trying to help, and then like Lilith and Arya are posing for the selfie.
Arya and Eve are just there. They're just like, yeah. It's like okay, one. It's like one.
All you hear, you just.
She's like, what's wrong, babe? Clear my throat. Sorry.
Continue.
Yeah. It's like Mrs. Raymond she's just like, yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, her long hair just didn't fit her face. It made her look really fat. It's like,
and then it's still, they're even like they're diffuse the bomb and everything still in unison. Oh shit!
Arya's just like, I don't think that woman's gonna be safe. Eve's just like, I don't think so either.
Arya looks at the bomb and she goes, I think we're safer than she is.
Azazel's just like, yeah, we're probably gonna have to change schools again. It's like, all right. It's like, Mr. Raven's just like, honey, that is really rude. And she's like, I'm just saying, dear. Like, I just tell it like it is. That's their daughter. That's really uncalled for. And it's like, are you sure? I mean, are you sure that's the father?
And it's like, once again, it's like Azazel stops dismantling the bomb and it's like listening hella close, like, yo.
She didn't just say that. This lady doesn't care about her life.
She don't know. Mom built differently. It's like, oh my God, is Mom smiling? As long as Mom's not smiling, it's like, I'll text. Just to text Ed, is she smiling?
Babe, it's okay. I just need you to look at me. Just look at me. She's like, what is it, dear? She's smiling.
And then I just, hey y'all, she's smiling. Fuck!
Meanwhile, it's just text messages back and forth. It's just like, I need updates on the bomb. I need updates on the bomb.
Then it's like we're trying it. It's like he's trying to figure it out. It's like cut a wire. It's like that's stupid. They're like we don't know what's going on here. He says to just everyone calm down because there's not a timer on the bomb, so we can take as much time as we want. We're just locked in the room until we dismantle this thing.
It's like so it's really just dismantling the wait. So the bomb's connected to the lock.
It's like, apparently.
It's like, what did your mother do?
She was a barista. I don't know, Dad.
It's like, I'm not worried about what she did beforehand. I'm just saying, like, why would she connect it to the lock? Like, what? Who has this
You
much?
literally have known her longer than we have.
I know, and like, listen, I don't ask about her past because, like, it don't matter, you know. She's a great woman. It's just, sometimes I question her knowledge on things.
He's like, keep her busy. Just de-escalate. Dad, de-escalate.
It's what you're good at. It's what you're built for. It's like, listen, I've never had to de-escalate this type of situation. I've only had to de-escalate between your mother and your uncles, and that's easy.
It's comparatively easy.
And then Linda's just like, that's actually really rude of you to say. And I'm not going to lie, I'm offended. And honestly, I think I'd like to have a one-on-one conversation with just the teacher. And then she like steps outside.
It's like, oh, okay, well, update, guys. She's outside.
The teacher steps outside too.
It's like,
And it's like, oh, have the conversation. It's like, I just can't. It's like, honey, can you come out here?
It's like, one second, dear. I'm so sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Raymond. I'll just be a sec. You seem like really nice people. Maybe we should, talk a little bit more, get to know each other, maybe over some food. How about dinner tonight? Okay?
Yeah, dinner. And then the son's there is like, I like food.
It's like, me too, kid.
I forgot you were here, kid.
Me too, kid.
Food.
Me too. I like the cut of your jib. I go outside. It's like, yeah, what's going on, dear and Mrs. Johnson? Yeah, what seems to be the issue?
It's like what she said was actually really rude, and I don't really feel comfortable with our daughter sharing the same class with someone whose parents are like that.
That is completely valid, and I understand. And I honestly, you make a good point, and I agree. If you do not feel comfortable with Eve being in this class with Jacob, then maybe we can get her switched to another class. Maybe she can be in the class with her sister.
It's like, yeah, it's just like, all right, well, it's like, could we get this process started? And it's like, yeah, we get this process started first thing tomorrow, ma'am. It's like, okay, it's exhausting. Can we just go home?
It's like, you know what? Sure. That's fine.
And then it's like, you guys walk away. Everything's fine. And I was like, I just let out an Excel, text the guys like, how's the bomb going? And it's like, still bombing.
Still bombing. Aria texts you. She's like, still bombing, Dad.
It's like, listen. It's like, listen. She's leaving the school. It's like leaving the school. It's like, if this is a distraction for what? Teacher's like, all right, guys, have a good. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Try to go back inside. The door's locked. It's like, why is the door locked? And then you just hear your wife smile, turn to a straight face. We need to leave.
Well, yeah, we're gonna. We're gonna leave. Like,
it's like,
you're tired.
It's like, no, we need to leave now. She walks past the bush that I'm in, and it's like, Quentin, tell him to cut the red wire. And I'm like, the fuck?
It's like, did you guys hear that? We'll try it. Click. Hey, the door unlocked.
Everybody out now.
It's like, what's happening? It's like, It's like Hazel gets there. It's like, all right, checks. It's like his phone starts going off. It's like, yeah, Uncle Quincy, the barometer's going crazy. Something's crazy happened in that classroom, man.
It's like, all right, well, since the jig is up, I'm calling. All right, Azazel, I need you to tell me exactly what happens if you mix like C3 and B7 together. Like, please.
It's like, here's the thing: the bomb had the C3. The bomb didn't have the B7.
So it's just B7 in that classroom?
It's either B7 or whatever mystery chemical she mixed it with.
Okay, listen, babe.
It's like, well, hold on, wait, wait. The K12. The K12 is a neutralizer if you mix them together. But if she just puts the B7 and the K12, where's the K12? Where's the K12? Where's the K12?
Eve slipped it in her purse. Remember, she slipped it in her purse and like.
Oh God. Are you in the classroom?
No, we're out of the classroom. We're supposed to be going.
Everybody, all you see is just frantically typing. Everyone in the car now. Everyone in the car now. Everyone in the car now.
I'm just like, I gotta save those people. They don't deserve whatever's about that. Babe, what happens if you mix K12 and B7? I just need to know. She's like, listen, if I told you, I have to kill you.
It's like she said that. It's like, oh, it's easy. It's just an aerosol, and then eventually the aerosol turns to a solid, but not completely solid, more like a gelatinous, sticky thing. I'm basically going to cover them from head to toe with bubble gum.
Wow.
It's like he's saying my daughter's hair looks short. My daughter's hair looks better short. Well, how do you like if you look like a cancer patient, bitch?
It's like, babe.
I perk up and I'm like, hold on, and we're all in like a minivan at this point. I'm like, hey, how about we? Can we go back? I want to see it. I want to see when it pops.
It's like, and then Ed's looking at the voice reason like, no, we shouldn't. It's like we're going home, and it's all quiet, and then Zazel's like, I'm actually kind of curious too.
Son, now is not the time.
And then everyone's like, he's like, I'm kind of curious. And even Lil Vinny was like, I mean, how many times we get to see this? And me and Ari are like, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah. What?
All of you are horrible. I do not like this family.
It's like, so whatever, you're driving. It's like, here, put on these sunglasses. And it's like, we do like a slow drive-by in the minivan with all of our seats reclined. So you don't see it. Sunglasses.
It's like, how long do we have? It's like, well, it should happen relatively quickly, but, give it like 5, maybe 10 minutes. Okay, I'm going in. I got to get those people out. They don't deserve this.
They're not going to die.
I know they're not gonna die, but like, it's completely unnecessary. They're nice people.
It's like, and our daughter's a nice girl, and they'll be fine. Hair
First
grows
of all,
back.
it's like, first of all, our daughter, Lilith, Eve, she's basically a little demon. Like, I don't.
She's looking at you. It's like, it's already been done, and you wouldn't want to make me sad, would you? It's like, don't tell me she's making puppy. I look over, she's making puppy dog eyes. Oh my fucking.
Fine, but this is the one time I let this slide. We can't do this to innocent people.
Again.
Again. And that's when we do the fucking like slow drive through. We just see like them being taken out on like the ambulance stretchers to be able to pull the ambulance. They're just covered with gum.
It's like, whoa! I was not expecting that. Like the kids are just like, that is a lot of gum.
It's like, holy crap! And it's like, all right, get him in the van. And when the ambulance drives, I can't get my hand off this one.
Mom, how sticky is that?
It's like, they'll be fine. It's actually really good for exfoliating. Their skin will be 100% baby smooth, but their hair will be non-existent.
It's like, they didn't need this. They really didn't.
And it's like, what? I put like shea butter and all that other stuff in. It's wonderful for the skin. I did them a favor. Did you see her pores?
I was too busy worried about if you were going to kill her after she called our daughter ugly. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I didn't kill her, but, she learned a valuable lesson to not fuck with my family.
I'm sure she did. We're supposed to be having dinner with them tonight.
Oh yeah, that's still on. I want to see the aftermath of it and just say it's a freak accident. And they're gonna come up there with their bald heads, no eyebrows, no eyelashes. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't tell. What facial expression are you making?
I, I'm too. I'm. You're a menace. You're actually a menace.
And I'm like, she's petty. I kind of fuck with that, but I'm scared at the same time.
I respect this woman only out of fear.
And then at the same time, like, I really don't want to be involved in this. So can you guys just draw me up at home? It's like I'm making macaroni and cheese. God, this conniving bitch. All right, I'll get a plate.
It's like, hey, listen, hey, if you want, we can have enchiladas too.
It's like, actually, I have a pan that's specifically for you. It's like, oh, you just knew.
Quincy, your family.
Scheming.
Your family. I care about you.
He's like, and Azazel, I'm proud of you for always trying to do the right thing and make sure that the bomb was not deadly and making sure you wanted to dismantle it the right way. But I'm kind of disappointed to you that it took you that long.
You made it a 50-50.
For the bit.
Can't forget about it was for the bit. It's like, Mom, I
Also, the funny part is that any wire would have dismantled it.
who does that?
It's like, first of all, my babies was in there. They weren't going to be in any real danger.
It's like you didn't know. You wouldn't have known that we were going to be the ones that dismantled it. First of all, who else is going to be able to dismantle the bomb? Like, think about it logically. You were going to be the one to dismantle the bomb. Arya, the only reason that any of this would happen is because you would have been involved because Arya has dirt on you. And, like, Eve would have been involved. She's the bait because they would have tried to make Derek the bait. But the way the Gotcha gang works, democracy. So, if we did taken a vote, and since you have dirt on everybody, like, that's just how it would have went. So, you guys would have all been there. So the kids are handling the bomb, the adults are on watch duty and everything, and like, you know, that's how it would have went down. I'm not gonna endanger children. I'm not a monster.
And it's just quiet, and then Ari just says like, you know, I hope that CPS doesn't hear the I left the children with the bomb part.
She just looks over at Arya. Oh, honey, CPS isn't able to listen to any of the conversations that I'm involved in.
I'm not even gonna ask. I'm not even gonna ask. Nope.
It's not even worth it. It's just not worth it.
I'm just gonna look forward to these enchiladas. Like, that's my girl.
I raised you right.
That's my girl.
It's like I just look over at it. I'm like, babe, I know I really don't ask about what you did before you were barista. Like, only a barista?
Fucking barista.
It's like, only a barista?
Like, yes, I'm a barista. I mix coffee, and in my spare time, I may mix things other than coffee.
So, okay. So this is just all self-talk. You're a menace. You
Anarchist's cookbook. It was under the seat, Ed. It was under the seat. She left it in the fan.
It's like, yeah, like Derek's like, he's been holding on down for a while. It's almost like you should have known.
I was like, but why? Just
For the bit.
You know what? Yeah, for the bit. I love
Also,
you.
you guys are the same. So she like learning things for knowledge sake, you know.
And that's the scary part, because like
She never thought she'd actually used it until
I've never
she
put any of
became
my
kind
knowledge
of
into practice. I've never put any of my knowledge into practice. This is all just conceptual knowledge that it's just I have it, so I have the possibility, but I'm not putting it into work.
Well, she likes to put it into work, and she's bringing the best out of you because she wants you to put it into work. I mean, hell, she already got Azazel doing it.
Yeah, that boy's a problem. I hate for him to join any form of military.
He'd be the best. He'd be the new Oppenheimer.
This is like, don't worry, Dad. I don't plan on using my skills for the military. That'd be pointless.
I use it for my own game. To topple society.
It's like, I mean, you have the right idea, but have you been talking to Kari? It's like, no, just Uncle Quincy. He wants Florida gone.
It's like, yeah, we have this whole plan of where exactly to put all these specialized explosives that would just make Florida go bye bye.
Quincy, why do you have my children like
First
planning?
of all, it was a thought experiment. We weren't really going to do it.
He just leans over, whispers.
Ridiculous.
It just leans over. Azazel leans over. So, do you want me to cancel Plan Omega Alpha?
It's like Plan Omega Alpha will never be canceled.
Got it. It's like, it's like Arya just goes over. It's like, I still have the dirt on you. It's like, Mr. Washington, I don't know if I'm able to go through with this.
Kid, you're already an accomplice. And besides,
Don't
she's
be a
not gonna-
bitch, kid.
It's like she's my daughter. She's not going to use the dirt on you. She's actually probably going to use this as a part of the dirt because this is highly illegal. But
On so many levels.
It's like, okay, I understand. Hey, should I still chloroform Uncle Derek?
it's like he's. Don't worry, we don't have to worry about that yet. Don't want to give it a signal because he has this pesky thing called a conscience. He wouldn't want anything to happen to Florida.
Got it. He's so a bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
Derek
I start to speak up.
Derek comes in like, "What you talking about?"
I start to speak up, and I'm like, wait, so when are we going to tell the authorities about this? And you're like, hold on. Derek, we'll buy you a body pillow if you shut up. All right, I'm cool.
It's like, yeah, listen, they're fine. They're not dead. They're like I said, they're going to come back super exfoliated. Like
super exfoliated.
It's like, listen, I don't think it's going to happen like that. It's like, besides, what are the chances? They're not even going to show up to the dinner. And it's like, first of all, they don't know it was us. They have no idea it was us.
Like, well, yeah, that's true. They don't, but at the same time, it's like, do they really want to show up bald?
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry. It's like they seem like polite people. So in about 3, 2, 1, gets a phone call. It's like, hey, what happened? What happened at the school? Oh my God! Everywhere? Oh no! That's terrible. I was right there. That just means, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's like, you know what? It doesn't matter. You guys should still come over for dinner. Yeah, it's no problem at all. Are you hurt at all? No? Then come on by. Like, we still would love to extend it an olive branch. Our children can still be friends. All right, I'll see you in about an hour. Hangs up the phone, and it's like, and now I get to see the fruits of my labor.
It's like, you know what? I'm just glad that they'll be able to come over. We can all hash this out and be better people and build a better relationship with the fellow parents of the children that go to the school with our kids. And hey, who knows? All the kids are going to be there, Arya, everybody, all the kids will get to hang out, It'll be great. And you guys will get to meet the parents. Like, Quincy.
Oh, joy.
Yeah.
Oh, joy. What do we care?
Yeah, I'm here for the enchiladas, and Derek's here for the body pill. We are not here for this shit.
Wow.
You and I are not the same.
Oh, wow. Real good team effort, guys. Real showing that good Gatcha gang solidarity right there.
After we saw them full of gum, I got what I wanted. I'm done now.
Good to know that when it comes to supporting me, you guys
What
can be
do you
bought.
need our support for in this?
What do you mean? We showed up. We came there for the greater good.
You came here for the food.
No.
Oh, he came here for the food. I came here for the body pillow.
No. We're going to your house for the food and the body pillow. But we came here to stop your wife for the greater good.
Okay, that I feel like that's more of an obligation. As
Obligated.
Obligation.
because if she would have gotten a little bit too
I'm sorry.
wild.
Let me check my phone. No, my parents are alive. Did not say I'm a knight. I am the knight. I am not Batman. I am not obligated to stop this shit.
I didn't say I am the knight.
I'm not Batman. I didn't sign up for this shit.
All right, Quincy.
Only one of us took vows to handle this shit for the rest of our lives.
All right, I'll remember that. I'll keep that in mind next time she goes after you.
You do
Wow, that's petty.
It's either we're all in this together, or this could be an all for one.
Are we wildcats or are we not wildcats?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're either the Gatcha gang in solidarity against this demon of a woman, or
Okay, whatever. Shut up, dude. He sits down, arms folded. It's like silent for 5 seconds. I'm just like, this enchilada's pretty fucking good.
she just comes by. Don't worry, Quincy. I made it just the way you like it. He's like, would you like some now? Do you want me to make an extra pan just in case?
That would be lovely, Linda. Thank you.
Anything for family.
Did you get the sour cream that I like?
I did.
God damn, she's so awesome.
I got extra green sauce and extra red sauce if you want it as well.
Hey, I'm in the back.
Very thoughtful.
I'm like poking my fingers together. I'm like, hey Linda, can you make that homemade salsa like you did last time?
Anything for you, Derek.
Thank you. You're my favorite.
It's like, God damn it, we're just fat asses, dude.
They're just like,
Speak for yourself. I'm a happy fat ass. Fuck
yeah,
you.
Derek's just like, she just makes she just makes good food. Like, I don't know how Ed did it.
So we just get to the house, munching on enchiladas. Here's the doorbell. Opens the door. It's like, hello, God damn. And then Arya walks in. Is like, she's like drinking some water. She spits water. Shit. Arya, language. Sorry, Dad. Water. Wrong pipe. You must be the Robinsons or whatever. Welcome.
Raymond's, dear. Raymond's. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, Mr. Raymond, nice to meet you.
Whatever.
It's like, and I shake his hand. It's like, wow, your skin is so soft.
It's like, oh, thank you. I exfoliate.
It's like, what? It's like everywhere. It's like, yeah, after they got the gum off of us, apparently our skin was really, really good.
Wow.
It's like, yeah, he's like, yeah, even some of my wrinkles went away. That was crazy. It's like, what?
It's like, you know what? Quincy's just like, you know what? I know, you do look like you could be at like oldest 35.
You
It's like,
look.
what?
I speak up and I'm like, you somehow look younger than before the gum. How do you know about the gum? What?
It's like, all right, please y'all go inside the back room. It's like, come on, Uncle Derek, let's get you the fuck in the dark.
It's like Quincy's just like, oh yeah, Ed, your guests are here. It's like, oh yeah, I'll be right there. It's like, oh hey, Mr. and Mrs. Raymond. Welcome. Welcome into our lovely abode. You know, I see you've met my friend Quincy. He's basically part of the family and everything. You know, they happen to be over because all the kids wanted to hang out and play. So it's I hope you don't mind. They're just like, he's just the nicest dude. He's just like, oh, no problem. Like that's wonderful actually. Like, I'm sure Jacob would love to, go in and hang out with all the kids. It's like all right, yeah, Azazel's like right there. He walks by, he's like, nice haircut.
It's like, hey, we had an accident. He's like, whatever. I'm Azazel. Sticks his hands out, and Jacob shakes his hand. It's like, Azazel's like, your hand is so smooth.
He's like, yeah, I moisturize.
It's like, what? It's like, yeah, apparently after the gum, it's just our skin's just really good.
Yeah, it's like,
what?
wow,
That's
crazy.
And it's like, what? And he like pokes his cheek. It's like, oh, it's like baby smooth. Whoa.
He's like, I didn't know that's what would happen if I mixed my chemicals together. You're what? Nothing. Oh,
it's like, oh, you're taking Hazel to
where I
the
am.
All right, taking Zazel to the back. It's like, oh, Zazel, come over here. It's like, come on, get into the back with Derek, you couple loudmouths.
It's like, okay, how about I get Lilith and Eve to take you guys all to, like, Jacob, Lilith and Eve will come and they'll escort you to outside in the back with all the other kids, you know, and everything. It'll be fun. It's like, sure, whatever. It's like,
And then
Lilith,
they come up.
Eve, Jacob's here. It's like,
Jacob.
it's like, wait, it's like, whoa, I didn't know you guys were twins. It's like, oh yeah, yeah, that's Eve. I'm Lilith. You know, you're in class with her, and yeah, so just come on into
And
the
sometimes me, depending on the
back.
day.
Yeah, it really depends on the day.
It's like either way, didn't formally introduce yourself. I'm the good one. I'm Lilith. It's like, oh, nice to meet you. Your head is so smooth.
Can I pause for a second? I don't know if the recording is picking it up, but one of you, there are children being murdered behind.
It happens like that
And do you have your window
It's
open?
closed. It's
Oh
closed.
damn.
It's
Yeah.
closed.
Children's place.
It's so bad.
Yeah, they're just there.
They're having a good time.
Yeah, they're living their best lives.
It kind of thematically works with the story. But
It's better. It's better than the screams of terror that would happen with Jacob because he's dealing with all of the kids. The kids outside right now are screams of joy. Jacob's will be screams of terror
Anyway,
and
continue.
distrust. But yeah, like no, it's like yeah, I'm the good one. Eve's the bad one. She's just like, I resent that. It's like, you know what you are. It's like, that's it. He's like, that's ironic, seeing as your name Lilith, isn't that named after like the mother of all demons? It's like, yes, and I don't know why he named me that. It's like,
You're like, it was a 50-50. It was for the bit.
And finally, Linda shows up. I was like, "Oh, you're," and she sees, looks over, and she's like, coughing. God damn. It's like, welcome to our home. I'm so sorry that happened to you. And then he's like, oh, no problem. I'm sorry that we're coming in such, it's such disarray. It's like, no, you look great. And then puts her hand on his shoulder. Like, and also, oh my God, you're so smooth.
it's like, yeah, after the accident, it's just been really smooth. Like, it's like, you look amazing. You look at least 10 years younger.
It's like, wow. He's like, that's so good. I'm happy for you guys. I mean, I'm sorry for the hair thing, but like, when your hair comes back, you guys are gonna look like you guys might be the ones going to school after this.
It's like, oh, you flattered me. It's like the wife's just like, yeah, whatever. Let's get this over with.
It's like, oh, you still have the attitude.
It's like it's fine. It's fine. How about we just all get in? Food's ready, you know. If anybody wants to just grab a little bit, you know.
And then all you see is just Zazel come in, is like, hey, Dad, we need your help in the back.
Yeah, sure, yeah, I'll be right there. I'm sorry, excuse me, you know. Like, all right, son, what's going on?
To the back, instantly slams the door behind you. He's like, what the heck, Dad?
I'm thoroughly confused as to what the problem is, son. I don't.
You see Jacob, Jacob's like trying to play a video game and keeps sliding out of his hands. Like, I'm too smooth.
That boy is smooth.
Dinner's about to get messy.
He's like, I'm too smooth. It's like, no, that's not the reason why I called you back here. That's hilarious. Not the reason I called you back here. He's like, Dad, you have to make this dinner go by as fast as possible.
But why? I don't see.
If that woman is bad mouthing Mom in her house, think of what she could do if everything that she has, all her tools are at her disposal. You are on her home turf.
Okay, I understand your
concern. Game.
Yeah, it's like, Dad, this is a home game. This is. And when she was at school, it was an away game. Okay, everybody was on equal playing fields, but she's here now, and we don't know what she has. It's like, all right, listen, son, I'm sure It's not even gonna be that bad. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. She'll like nothing's gonna go that wrong. Okay.
Derek comes in and is like, is she still out there talking shit? And then, and then he fucking instantly slips and falls. Like, what the fuck? He's like, sorry, I think I sweated there. It's like, what do you sweat? Grease? Like, what is up with this kid?
Like I'm just so smooth.
Get over it. Fuck.
Golly.
Oh no, I'm 4 and I look like I'm -4. Shut the fuck up, youngin.
It's like, all right, listen, I'll try my best. You guys just hang out with Zazel. I'm pretty sure between me, Quincy, and Derek, we can make this dinner go by super fast.
What's this damn shit? Why am I involved? I was playing video games with the kid who can't hold the controller and I was waiting.
Because he can't hold the controller.
Yeah, Derek, you're part of this now. Yeah, I need you.
It's just like you're like we can handle this. Zazel just looks at you. Ari looks at you too. It's like just like how we stopped her from what she did at school.
Okay, listen. You well, first of all, you shouldn't have given her the chemicals. That's on you. All right.
Wow. So I'm supposed to tell her no. How about you tell her no next time? You tell me how that works.
I'm supposed to tell her no. You can. You have a way higher chance than I do. You're her son. Listen to me, Azazel. Look me in my eyes, man to man. You're her baby boy. You can do no wrong in her eyes. Except for when you.
I'm 8. 2, that woman scares me.
She scares all of us.
All of us. I knew he was gonna fucking say it.
She scares all of us. The only person that is slightly indifferent towards her is Lilith, but that's because she got out quick. Okay. You are her baby boy. You're 8. She'll do anything for you. You think that just putting gum in Eve's hair was bad and her reaction? Imagine if something would have happened to you.
Nothing would happen to me because what difference between me and everyone else here is I listened and I was trained under mom, except I used my powers for good. Mom would be disappointed that he would allow someone to put gum in my hair, just like how she did. She was disappointed that it took so long to defuse the bomb she made.
Yes, and I understand that, but just remember, you have way more leeway here. Watch, just like do this. We'll test it. Go in there. Ask if you could have your own pan of mac and cheese. I bet you should whip that shit up lickety split.
What does that prove? I don't get what does that prove? We need to get people out the house. The people need to be out the house. Like you have to make that dinner go by fast. As fast as humanly possible.
I will try my best, son. I make no promises.
And I'm just like, I can make it. I'll try. I can do that.
I'll try. It's
It's a Quincy thing.
yeah.
It's like, you know what? I got an idea. We can air this entire place out. Just leave it to me. Everybody, just leave it to me.
Great. All right, cool. Quincy's on airing out this bitch duty. Derek, me and you are just support. Kids, you stay up here. Arya, you're in charge.
And then we all close the door and they walk out. It's just Derek, Arya, Azazel, and Jacob in the room. And Jacob's still fumbling with the controller. and then Azazel's like, "Do you think he can handle it?" And Arya's like, "Last time he said he could handle something, he got back with my mom."
Azazel's just like, "I've heard stories, so we're fucked."
It's like he's good man. His heart's in the right place.
It's like, we're screwed.
And then Derek's back, burn.
You got him, 8-year-old. Bam.
It's like, all right.
That's the mac and cheese, by the way.
Derek's eating stuff on the floor, and it's like, come on, Butterfingers.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
I put a fucking empty bowl underneath the kid and just collect the dropped food.
Derek's a menace to children.
You turned an 8-year-old into a fucking hairless bear. I'm gonna take advantage.
First of all, he's 12.
I don't give a shit.
Hey, man. It's all right. It's all right. I got it covered. Sit there at the dinner table, and it's like, all right, man. It's like we're sitting there, and it's like, oh yeah. They sit down, and it's like, oh, they're like, I'm having a little trouble grabbing the silverware, and then, and then, and then the wife is just like, I guess something must be up with the silverware here, just like the children.
Oh. At this point, I'm peeking through the door and I'm like, I'm eating the mac and cheese by the handful.
And the best part is like everyone does the whole thing where everyone's like leaned out the door to look, like Derek leans out, and then Arya leans out, and then Azazel leans out, and an old slip and slide slips and hits the door. Trying to get out.
Not a slip and slide. Oh my god. Oh, slip and slide. I hear that. I'm just like, I should probably go check on the kids. And Linda's just like, don't worry. I don't worry. There's gloves. It'll really help with, being able to grab that stuff. I'm so sorry.
It's like it looks like you can't hold things, just like how you can't hold your tongue. But here's some gloves for you.
Yeah. Mr. Raymond's just like, oh, thank you. You're such a sweetheart. You know, Mr. Evans, you really married a good one here. It's like I tell myself that every day. It's like, all right, kids, Lilith, Eve, I need. How about all you kids just go outside, go into the backyard and play, be free, Just don't get into anything.
Say, oh yeah, sure. We'll go outside. Come on, Jacob. It's like, and then Zale's like, watch this. Yeah, all right, Jacob, go ahead. He's like, he tries to open the door, but he can't because his hands too small with the door. I was like, no, counterclockwise, the other way. And it's like, no, other counterclockwise. I was like, you're doing it wrong. He's just sitting there, just literally, his hands just slipping the door, and I was like, I can't turn the door off.
Lilith is like, I'm beneath humiliation, but this is honestly kind of fun.
And then Ed is like, Derek, you're the adult, do something. He's like, all right, okay. Put some elbow grease into it, Jacob. Come on, man.
I'm pretty sure you got that in spades, boy.
He's that youth.
It's like, I can't do it. It's all right. This is getting kind of out of hand. Azazel, over the door.
He's like, whatever. Opens up the door. Just can't have any fun around here.
I can't have you all be menaces. One of you has to have my conscience.
And you sit there, and I was like, I got this. Don't worry, man. It's like, what are you gonna do? Quincy takes out the jar with the train spider.
Quincy, you are not about to release a spider in my house.
Oh, dog, it's already out. This jar's empty.
Quincy.
And then all you see is Ed just like, all right, I'm gonna go play outside with the kids.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I think my time is best spent hanging out with the kids. Monitor. They need an adult there. It's like, don't they have Derek? They need an adult there.
It's like, yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna head outside, and he tries to turn the doorknob. The door. I was like, damn, this kid really. He takes his shirt to rub it, opens the door. That kid has a condition.
It's like, geez. I was like, all right, kids, what are we all getting up to in here? It's just like they're like shaking Jacob down for all he's got.
It's like we tried to play games. Well, let's play basketball. Jacob, the ball slips out of his hand. Let's play soccer. Jacob slips. We play soccer. There isn't a game we can play out here with him.
It's like, all right.
So our only option is to bully him.
That's all option was the bullying. We were gonna play tag, but then every time you try tagging him, you just slip.
Yeah, and I'm tired of falling on my face. It's like, okay, Azazel, can't you find some sort of compound, make him normal again, please?
Probably can, but that would require going back inside.
Okay, just how long is it gonna take? Just go inside really quick, and you'll be fine.
And it's like, listen, I hear that spider's in there, and I don't want to go inside.
Take your sister for protection.
Nah, nah, I'm good. I kind of owe that spider some favors, and I don't really want to have to worry
Why do
about
you?
that.
Oh, yeah, I swear, you kids get into the damnedest things when just you're alone.
It's like, don't worry, like he knows what he's doing. Uncle Quincy knows what he's doing. He's got this.
I want you to look me dead in my pupils, the windows to my soul, and utter those words with your whole chest.
Dad, there's a trained spider in the house.
I don't think Quincy's got this.
And he's like, Dad, there is a trained spider in the house.
Yes, and that just means that there's a trained spider running rampant in my place of living.
And he's like, Dad, I'm pretty sure whatever jar he used, it's more than one.
All right, so we're moving. That's
It's like, they're trained, they'll get out. So we're just gonna keep bullying him. You can either join or you can, I don't know, turn away or something.
it's like plausible deniability, Dad. Plausible deniability. It's like, listen, I can't have you bullying children. I've taught you better than that. So, what chemicals do you need? I'll make the run, and you can fix the kid.
He's like, all right, fine. I'll make a list.
All right, great.
Now he sees like back in the house. Linda's like, why did Edison leave? He's like, yeah, you're gonna laugh.
It's like, Quincy, I'm not really in a laughing mood. This bitch in my house is she's insulted my daughter, insulted my silverware, like my place of living.
It's like, don't
I
worry, she didn't do anything. And then she takes a bite of the food. Is like, this is under seasoned. I'm a killer. I'm gonna kill her. It's like, it's like whistles. The spiders like come down from the webs and land on him. Like, what the fuck? God! And start screaming, panicking and shit. It's like, oh no! It's like, why are there so many of them? It's like, oh, they're everywhere. You guys should leave. It's like, oh, Jacob, we're leaving.
it's like, Jacob, where are you?
It's like, oh, your parents need you. It's like, all right. It's like, well, I guess it was kind of fun. Yeah, fun. Hey, Eve, open the door to the backyard. It's like, oh, gotcha. What? Well, why you have it open? Shoves him, and he just slides through to the front yard.
As he's sliding, he's just like, I'm also still really sorry about the gum thing.
He's like, we don't care. It's like, spiders, trained spiders, works every time.
Linda's just like, Quincy, never release trained spiders in my house again while I'm in here.
It's like, listen, I understand that. And she's like, no. Won't tell you why you shouldn't release trained spiders in my house. It's like, why? She sticks her hands out, whistle, and they land on her arm. Or I'll use them on you.
Oh, what? Wait, yeah.
No, what the fuck on?
I pop up and I'm like, damn, Linda, you got him. All of a sudden, I'm her right man. I'm like, damn.
Hold the fuck on. What? You guys, you traitors.
Don't worry, Quincy. It's not their fault. You got these. Where did you get these spiders exactly?
I bought them from Amazon.
Well, do you know what type of spider they are?
Oh, well, I didn't want anything too poisonous, so I just got like little wolf spiders.
Yeah. See, these are African. They call them African bullet wolf spiders. Okay, they're highly sensitive to sound, and if you send the right frequency, they'll do whatever you say.
I know that's what I do.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
and certain frequencies command them to do certain things, and I happen to have the certain frequency that overrides yours. So never again.
Wait, hold on. What did you, barista?
Ain't no goddamn barista.
Get the fucking jar, you fucking traitors. It's like you ain't no goddamn barista.
It's like I was. Trust me. It's on my resume.
Nah, it's a lie. I don't know who Linda is. I know she ain't real. I don't trust this bitch. It's like, well, it's like she reminds me of Barney Stinson. Hey, Barney, where do you work?
Please. Yeah,
That is exactly what it is.
every time you have questions, barista. It's like that's gotta stand for something.
It's an acronym. It has to be an acronym.
It literally is not. I am a barista. As a matter of fact, I have to go to work right now. So,
I don't believe that shit.
would you like to follow me, Quincy?
Fuck no.
All right. Good choice. Good choice. Because
Before she leaves, I'm like, hey, Linda, I don't care what she says. This mac and cheese is bomb. It's not under seasoned. I fucking love it.
Because I know like enchiladas are good too.
thank you.
It's
You
just
guys are
like the way I like them.
Thank you. I know. Do you need another pan? I can drop one off
If
for
it's
you tomorrow.
if it's not too much trouble.
It's like
You the
anything-
best.
Anything for you guys. You guys are family.
You.
I just come in. All right. I really think we need to have a family meeting.
It's like, listen, and if you ever leave this woman, you have to get her recipes for everything because I can't live without it.
Yeah. See, listen. I don't think I'm able to leave this woman.
Then what's the intervention for? Wait, what the fuck? Are you leaving us? Bitch, you better not leave us.
Leaving us? What? No,
I'm like, wait. If she leaves us, does that mean we don't get any more enchiladas?
It's like, no, guys, I can't stop her from feeding you guys. It's like if she so pleases to, by making food for you guys and giving you it, I'm not gonna stop her. It's a very kind gesture. She's a kind person, and she really cares about you guys. So, even if I decided that I don't want to be friends with you guys anymore, she will still provide food. Isn't that right, honey? She's like, yeah, they're nice people. I don't see why, you not being friends with them doesn't mean I can't be friends with them.
Yeah.
I feel like the food is our version of hush money. Because
Wait.
because Linda's done a lot of wild ass shit that I'm pretty sure is some form of terrorism, and as long as and the food is to keep us quiet.
You say that, she looks at you. She's just like, Quincy, it highly is a form of terrorism, but no one's gonna know. Isn't that right?
Hey, can't snitch with your mouth full.
Good. It's like, so what's this intervention for? One, we need to talk about the children's behavior because, they are kind of wily, okay?
This definitely doesn't sound like a me thing. So I'm gonna take my other pan enchiladas, and me and Ari are gonna go home.
No.
Wait, so can I get a ride?
All
Yeah,
of you are part of this.
Got you. I got you.
All of you are a part of this.
No, you said your kids. That ain't got shit to do with me.
The children. Your child is involved in this. She's an accomplice.
I got her. All right,
We're having this now.
Listen.
Linda's just there. Linda's just like, Quincy, just sit down.
I know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be like I'm a talk, and it's gonna lead to some crazy ass adventure. And I'm tired. I want to go home.
It won't be a crazy ass adventure. Just sit down. It's like, okay, now I just need everyone to understand. One, the kids were bullying Jacob out there. Not cool.
Rightfully so. That doesn't sound like anything wrong.
No, you don't bully kids.
Did he apologize?
No.
He apologized, put gum in the hair. Then you have to be the bigger person and not bully him. Just like the mother, if she would apologize for what she said, then I wouldn't be so upset with her.
And I'm very glad and proud of you that you didn't do anything to her while she was here. She's like,
I was about to.
It's like, of course not. I was almost there, but I didn't. So I just left a little surprise in her car. It's like, all right, we're gonna have to talk about that later. But yeah, no bullying, no bueno.
It's like they was like, when Mom never went outside.
It's like, yeah, I never went outside, but the spiders could go outside.
No, I thought you were gonna go. I never went outside. But Derek wanted more enchiladas. Hey, I did the thing you wanted, Linda. It's all set up.
Derek got it 4 enchiladas.
What?
Derek's a
What the
horrible
fuck?
accomplice.
And I'm just like, and I'm sitting there like, hey, what the fuck? You get more enchiladas? That's bullshit. Why'd you ask me?
Hey, all you gotta do is ask next time.
Share.
Share.
And she gave me a second bowl of mac and cheese. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Share.
No.
God damn it.
Guys, I feel like you're missing the whole point.
Mac and cheese.
One, Derek's an accomplice to whatever Linda decided to do to that poor woman's car.
I don't know. Can I go
That was
home?
a lot of what looked like lemon lime Gatorade.
Can I just go home, please?
Linda's just like, you know what, Quincy? You've been good. You can
Arya, come on. Opens the
go
door.
home.
Opens the door, and it's like someone there. What? Who are you? And it's like, oh, is this the Evans household? It's like, yeah. Are you Mr. Evans? No.
No.
And is that Lilith or Eve? Arya's like, no.
No.
What are you? It's like, oh, I'm a detective. You're really bad at this. It's like, well, what are you here for? Well, I mean, we're just carrying some follow-up questions. We were checking the school, and whatever happened to the Robinsons?
Raymonds. You must be thinking of the Raymonds.
Yeah, whatever happened to them, it seemed to be planted. It was not an accident, and we're just trying to figure out what happened.
It's like, this clearly seems like Evan's family problem. So, Derek, get your shit. We're leaving.
And I'm sitting there, and I was like, that's why I wanted to leave. Always some fucking crazy ass adventure. Always some fucking crazy ass adventure. Can't never just go home. That's why I can't have a girl. That's why I can't have a girl.
I can't have a girl. It's like, it's like, all right. So, hey, Quincy, who's that at the door?
It's like, nobody, ma'am. They're actually right in the middle of a very, because the whole thing, it was a parent-teacher conference. They're having a conversation with their daughter right now. It's like, could you just leave your card and I'll let them know you came by? And it's like, oh, sure, here you go. All right, you have a good night. Close the door. All right, the detective's coming around, sniffing around, asking questions. We're all a part of this. I wanted to go home.
Linda's just like, what was her name?
I don't know. It's on the card.
Oh, give me the card, Quincy. Oh, I'll be right back. Stephanie, it's fine. You can come here. You can come back.
Nah, fuck that. We are going home. Arya, get your shit. My shit.
You guys are free to leave if you want.
All of a sudden, I lean in. I go, "What do you mean, Stephanie?"
Oh yeah, yeah. She's just one of my old colleagues. You know.
No. And it's like, oh. And it's like,
she looks awfully familiar.
It's like, oh, Linda, how have you been? It's like, it's good to see you. It's like, yeah, girl, like, whatever's going on is above my head. Apparently, some, like, an illegal chemical was used, something called B7. It's supposed to be, like, highly illegal. Like, no one should have it. The FBI, other people are getting involved into this. And apparently there was a remnants of a bomb in the back of the school.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. They are actually doing their job.
It's like, yeah, it's going pretty well. It's out of my hands.
Wow, okay. Well, that's great. I mean, I'm proud of them for actually being competent enough to even find any of that.
Hold on. She know about you? She know about all you? She know about this? She know this?
Stephanie's just like, oh, I'm so sorry. Let me introduce myself. I'm Stephanie Ramirez. Me and Linda go back to college. We were roommates, and she's basically like my best friend. Like, so I was just here. I didn't know that this is who you married and everything. It's like, yeah, sorry about that.
Linda, love you. Quiet. You so you know about the shenanigans.
Well, if you mean shenanigans, if you mean, Linda's kooky bits, then yes, I know about the shenanigans.
Oh, thank God. And thank God. All right, close the door. All right, close the All right, close the door. Hey, yo, what the fuck? So the FBI is on this? Like, what the fuck? And now we got someone else here. Yes, someone on the inside? I wanted to go home.
He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. And what was your name again, sir? I didn't quite catch it."
And I swoon in. I'm like, hey, baby. My name's
God
Derek.
damn it, Derek. This is not
Is
the
the,
time. I am having a
is
mental
there a Mr.
breakdown.
Ramirez?
I was like, "Well, it's nice to meet you, Derek. I'm Stephanie Ramirez.
The pleasure. I like lick my lips. I lick my fingers and mark my eyebrows. I'm like,
God damn
the
it.
pleasure is all mine.
I just go up to Derek, slow your roll there, Casanova. I just this is clearly a serious investigation, so we'll handle
Hey,
it.
Listen, Derek. I know fuck the police, but god damn, Derek.
if there's one if there's one thing that I like, it's food. If it's another thing I like, it's women
It's
named
women.
Stephanie.
It's women named Steph. God damn it, Derek.
God fucking damn it. He has a type.
No, it has a time.
And that's, by the way, that's not a bit. That is a reoccurring thing in my life. That I'm just like,
Stephanie's
God,
just do it for him.
no. We need to get the fuck. Like, listen. I
what's
no,
this wee shit?
I'm
I'm
accomplished
happy
too, bitch.
here.
You're happy. What? So
There's
I'm all,
enchiladas, there's mac and cheese, and there's
Derek's like, I don't see a problem with being here.
there's enchiladas, there's macaroni and cheese, there's a thick detective. This place is amazing Wi-Fi. Oh, Linda can make all types of delicious food. Oh yeah. We're accomplices to a bomb.
Speak for yourself. Speak for your
No,
fucking
you're
self.
there too. You're there too. Fuck that. Linda paid for me to not snitch on her. You're open season, bitch.
You're open season.
We've known. Hold on, don't let Linda tear us apart, Quincy. We've known each other for too long. At
Then
this point.
share the enchiladas that she gave you.
Linda's just like,
I
Quincy.
just pushed the tray at you.
Linda's just like, Quincy, do you want enchiladas?
No, it's principle at this point, Linda, but yes.
Okay, well, you can share with Derek, and I'll make you your own pan. Okay.
Thank you.
It's like, so Stephanie, so you're just doing your rounds and everything, doing your regular schmegular investigations. Like, yeah, I'm kind of obligated, paperwork and all that and whatnot. And he's like, so so what really happened? What went down? It's like,
No. First of all, let's cut to the chase, Stephanie. As you sit right in front of her. So, how much is it going to take to make this go away? And I slide an Amazon gift card. $25 on that.
it's like, are you trying to bribe me?
Oh, am I? Put another Amazon gift card. Another 25.
Wow, $50 Amazon gift cards. Wow, I can buy so much.
Yeah, I know. So this is all yours if you can make that go away.
Well, it's definitely above all of my pay grade, but
She's playing hard to get. How about three more?
sir, I don't think you understand. I'm just here to do a standard investigation and go back and tell them what I find. And
God, well, you want some dick? Come on, now make it go away.
Linda just chimes in. She's just like, Quincy, everything's gonna be fine. Like, there's no need to bribe her. Stephanie's good people. Like, what are you worried about?
Yes, she is.
Shut up, Derek. It's like, I'm tired of going to jail. Like, oh my god, I'm going to sleep. You know what? I'm sleep.
Linda's just like, Quincy, why would you go to jail?
Wait, does she really know? Hold on, I just whispered to Linda, like, does she really know what goes on here, or does she kind of know what goes on here?
Okay. Stephanie, what happened December 15th back in 2005? It's like, oh man, oh geez. Wasn't that when you... That was when you blew up our teacher's car. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so she knows. All right, so come on now. What the fuck? You need to make this go away. You care about Linda? You want to see it? Listen, if Linda goes to jail, I feel sorry for the prisoners, but I do feel
For the prisoners.
I feel happy for the kitchen staff. The kitchen staff is going to be top tier, top tier.
Matter of fact, I might have to go there.
I might transition to a woman just to get some of that food, but at the same time.
It's like, no.
Linda is the loveliest menace to society.
Oh, Quincy, you mean that?
Yes. So can we please? Can just make it. Please make it go away. Please.
It's like, I'll listen. I am not able to make it go away. So
Zazel walks in and is like, well, I mean, I guess now she has to make it go away. If she can't make it go away, then I guess everyone in this room is going down. And it's like, what makes you say that? I mean, are you going to turn yourself in? Because you know, you're an accomplice now.
you're an accomplice. It's like, sorry guys, I was in the back I was talking to Lilith and Eve, trying to tell them that it's wrong to bully children and yada 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 and whatnot. So what's up? Stephanie, you're here.
What?
How's it going? How have you been? Oh, Edison. Oh my God, I haven't seen you since college. Yeah. Oh my gosh, how's it going? Oh, I see. What brings you around? Standard investigation stuff. Oh, so you did make detective? Yeah. And it's like, oh, that's great. I knew back in college you were really aspiring to go into law enforcement.
All right. Everyone needs to calm the fuck down. Everyone needs to calm the fuck down.
Quincy, you all right there, buddy?
I'm the only one who apparently cares about going to jail.
Quincy, why would you go to jail?
She is talking about an FBI investigation because apparently the B7 is illegal.
Azazel, didn't I tell you not to make illegal compounds?
Mom literally asked for it by name.
That doesn't excuse it. You.
Okay, all right. Once again, I default back to you. Look at that woman in the eyes and tell her no.
Okay, Linda, you cannot ask our son for illegal compounds. Like that's not.
It's a gray line. It's toting a line. It's semi-illegal. It's not really illegal. I mean, I've done way worse things with way more illegal chemicals that I never let the kids touch. So.
Stephanie's just like, yeah, she's right. I mean, B7 isn't the most illegal substance. It's only illegal because there's no proper regulation on it. That's all.
Precisely. So, Steph, gotta make it go away.
It's like, well, I mean, I guess. All right, Azazel, you're kind of off the hook. Also, you got to start being able to tell your mother no. And babe, you got to stop asking kids for, like, Azazel for chemical compounds. It's especially the more dangerous ones, like just so anyway. So Stephanie, what's the deal? So the FBI knows about the bomb and whatnot and everything, so you're just here to conduct the investigation, right?
Y'all are too fucking calm. Steph, look at me in my eyes, windows to my soul. Are we gonna be okay?
It's like, I'm pretty sure you are. I don't see like.
Okay, no. I like a little bit of ignorance. So with that being said, I'm fine.
I mean, yeah, you have Linda on your team, right? Like you're friends with her. Like.
Yep. I'm out. I'm actually gonna go home before any other shenanigans happen that causes me to stay here longer.
All right, good. So anyway, so I see this little tyke right here. This handsome young man must be Azazel. It's like, yep, that's my little baby boy. I just look at him. I told you. It's like, so he's your only one? It's like, no, we have twins. It's like, oh, can I see them? It's like, gosh, just sure. Lilith, Eve, get down there. They're just there. It's like, oh, they're adorable. Your mother is a true menace to society, and I hope you know that.
It's like we know.
It's like, so
boy, do we know.
Boy, do we know. It's like, dude, do any of you have any special interests? I mean, clearly Azazel is the one that deals with the chemical side of things, so I'm glad that your mother taught at least one of you how to do that. It's like, so what did either of you get from your mom? It's like Lilith's just like, well, I got the ability to not die to everything in the world, and Eve got the tenacity and love for bits, I guess. So there's that. Like, another little menace. Can't wait to see you in the back of the cop car. Maybe I'll be the one to arrest you. Had to arrest your mom plenty of times. It's like, mom's been arrested so many times. It's like, that's so cool.
I come back in the house.
Like, so champ, you all right there, bucko?
I might as well just change my address to this house.
You can go home, Quincy. You don't have to stay.
So Linda, not Linda, Stephanie. You could make this haul go away, but how much pull do you have to make a dead officer go away?
I mean, you're asking the wrong person on the force. Linda's the one that usually handles that on the team.
Whoa! You were a detective? Wait, hold on.
What? I thought we were barista.
Oh, she was a barista. Hold on. We learning stuff?
It's like, well, I guess I should let you guys know. Yes, I am a barista, and I did used to work for the FBI.
All right, cool. So there's a dead cop in your driveway, and you guys probably have that.
Why is there a dead cop in the driveway, Quincy? What exactly?
There is a logical reason, and Ari's gonna tell you. All right, Ari, tell her.
Ari's just like, I shouldn't be the adult here.
It's like, okay, so, Linda's has a friend that is a partner. I mean, Stephanie has a partner because they always come in pairs, and the partner was, Dad, you got this. It's like, partner, barometer. She found out that there was a chemical being used. Apparently, it was in a car that drove off. The people's car who was here for dinner, and start piecing things together. And
yeah.
He was making a call for backup because Stephanie here wasn't answering her thing, and kind of turned on the siren a bit, freaked out the spiders descended, and she died of anaphylactic.
Fun.
So, one, the dead cop in your driveway. Two, I don't know how good Arya's, what was that, like Middle Eastern, like Midwest accent that you had to use? Because apparently she had a Midwest accent. Yeah, I had to call and impersonate an officer on a walkie-talkie to tell them the coast was clear.
Stephanie just looks at Linda. Linda, do you not inform them of anything that goes on in your life? It's like, well, it's funnier that way.
I accidentally made my daughter an accomplice to this, but good on you, girl. It's like, yep, I am so telling Mom. Do not tell your mother.
Do not do that. That is definitely something we don't want happening.
Do not tell your mother, because your mothers are going to probably come on here and have words for Linda, and we don't want that clash.
So
no one is ready for that smoke.
It's like, well, okay. Well, seeing as Linda doesn't tell you guys anything, a lot of the times when she's involved in any investigation that happens, I usually lose a partner.
What? Okay, no, nah, time out, nah, not even change my address. You know what, Linda, enchiladas fired.
That's
I
crazy.
got, I got, I got to
That's
reevaluate. I
crazy.
got to reevaluate my life. I got to think about. Like I said, my daughter just committed to. I'm for real going home this time.
Yeah, well, it's been fun, Quincy. See you later.
Nah, nah, nah,
Be safe
nah,
driving
nah.
home.
Yeah, have fun. Yeah, big ass cop, whatever. Drives home, and I was like, Dad, what happened today? What didn't happen today, daughter? We are just gonna keep this from your mother. Everything that happened today, everything that happened today. We just gonna keep that from your mother. For how long? How old are you? Is like
Forever.
I'm like 12? Ever. Ever.
Ever.
Ever. Ever. Ever and ever.
On on that note, can we please can we end the podcast?
Oh yeah.
I have to be up at 5 in the morning.
God, Derek, you could have been left, bro. Should have said something.
It was like it was such a revolving story that I'm like I've been doing other stuff in the background trying to get ready for my night, and but at the same time I'm like I don't want to interrupt, and it sounded like Quincy was wrapping up pretty quick, and I'm like okay, I'm gonna call it here.
I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna get
Like I'm
out.
trying to
I
go
mean
home.
if y'all wanna
He
if y'all wanna
did
keep
want to
it
just go
going,
home.
if y'all want to keep it going, that is perfectly fine. I have no problem. But I'm gonna peace out. Before I peace out, I'd like to say
The
please
funniest
watch
thing
the.
is that Stephanie was digging Quincy.
I mean,
Yeah, nah, man. I was too traumatized to worry about my penis.
Yeah. Good man, good man. But yeah, I mean, I hope everybody enjoyed the Gotcha Gang podcast today. Hope you enjoyed good old hypothetical story time. Everybody
no,
had a
that
good
was a
time.
bit. That it was a different kind of bit than what we
Everybody,
usually talk about. But yeah,
everybody have a good time here today. I had a good
yeah.
time here today.
I'm stressed.
It's not even real, Quincy.
Quincy is now gonna worry about every time I'm like in a relationship. He's gonna be like, "Please don't let it be a Linda. Please don't let it be a Linda."
Like, don't forget that story started with you and I going to Japan, which wasn't actually Japan. It was actually Australia. Just remember that's how this whole fucking thing started.
Then suddenly we evolved into a parent-teacher conference where people got covered in bubblegum.
Yup.
I
And
love
then a
it here.
dead cop in a driveway.
Quincy's a murderer. Quincy's a murderer.
Nah, the spiders are a murderer. I'm not a murderer.
You train the
Um,
spiders. You're a murderer.
Okay, the officer made loud noises, which made the spiders go crazy. Technically, I had nothing to do with it.
They're your spiders. You own them.
Own
Anyway,
them. There's no license for that.
you bought it off of Amazon. It's in your Amazon receipts.
I didn't use my actual Amazon account, actual credit card. Are you crazy? Those spiders are highly illegal.
All right, he's a
But
smart man. But yeah, so thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.
Wait.
Go
go
check
ahead. Go ahead.
out Derek's channel. He's at 100 subs now,
yeah.
and we'd like to congratulate him. Everybody, applause for Derek! Applause for Derek!
Edit the applauses. Edit the applauses.
For editing, I'm making Derek do it.
No,
damn.
I got work. You get to do it.
Yay! Edit the applause in. Edit the applause in.
For once, I'm not off on a Thursday, so you're gonna have
Damn.
to take care of it.
But yeah, so thanks. So everybody, round of applause for Derek. Go check out his
While
channel.
you are at the Comic Stack YouTube channel, I would like to ask that when this video goes up, Quincy and I have done a video. I've done 2 videos already with Ed where he reacts to VTubers. Quincy wanted to react to some VTubers, and specifically we talk about it's mostly a video about watching
Titties.
VTubers talk about perverted shit, but it starts off with some VTuber booba. So
So if you're into that,
Go.
then go check that out. And is
It
it
was
up?
a good time.
Is it up today?
it'll be up by the time this.
Well, yeah, it'll be up
it's
by the time
scheduled
this
for
goes out.
Saturday. So
Oh,
yeah,
Saturday.
yeah.
Yeah, this guy trying to clash with the Gotcha Gang schedule. Look at him.
I mean,
Because he thinks he's better now.
Yeah, now ever since he's hit 100 subscribers, he just thinks he's better than us.
Yeah, it's crazy.
hey, the podcast will get there one day. We'll do it. I believe in us. I believe in us.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Sure,
All right.
yeah.
But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. On that note, we'll see you later. See you. Bye,
All right,
everybody.
bitchy back titties.